these things want, and why are they here?
You still don't get it, do you, boy?
They have recruited the rich and the powerful.
They're running the whole show.
Wake up! They're all about you, all around you. Blinded us to the truth.
Take a look.
They are safe as long as they are not discovered.
I don't know what they are or where they came from, but we gotta stop them.
Stay away from me.
Put these on.
They have us. Look at them. They're everywhere. Our owners.
We have no other choice.
I don't like this one bit.
Leave it alone, man. It ain't none of my business, ain't none of yours.
We have been lulled into a trance.
Listen to what I'm saying to you. We're in trouble. The whole world's in trouble.
Control us.
You're sending some kind of signals out of TV sets.
I've got one that can see.
Mama don't like tattletale.
Now we start spilling some blood.
Let's go.
Push a button.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Boo. I think we are live. Possibly. We should be. Let me know if you've got audio. I can see we've got quite a few people already tonight. Fantastic. I was late by about an hour, so I do apologise. Typical. You know when you're running late, you can never catch up. It's a domino effect. And tonight it was, the same. As soon as you set a time to do something, you struggle to make it. Until then, there's no rush, of course. But it would be typical of me to be late for my own show. I will likely be late for my own funeral, which I said before, and someone said, well, that might not be a bad thing. So there you go. But I am here now. And thanks to everyone who has joined. I ran upstairs. I ran in. So I'm a wee bit out of breath as well. But I should catch my breath. Hopefully. Maybe I've got the Convid, right? Oh no. I picked up Convid while at the shops. Sure I did. But yeah, quite a few folk I can see. I'll just check the chat. Pedro in the house. Who else have we got? I Spy Sky. James Malcolm. Fantastic. Good to have you, brother. I seen James on Days of Noah. Who else was it? I seen Justine. Someone else. I can't remember. On Days of Noah's live yesterday, or was it the day before? I think I watched both of his, and Richie from Boston and another guy, Nicholson. I can't remember his name, but I quite like Richie from Boston, and I like Days of Noah. I think he's great. I'm not even a religious person, as most of you will know. But yeah, I've got a lot of time for them and the stuff that they put out. It's great. And it was good to see familiar faces as well in the crowd, if you like. So yeah, hello Pedro, I Spy Sky in the house. Great stuff. Check out his channel if you've not already. Most of you I think have, but you might not have. Who have we got? MCG. Fantastic. I'll get it right next time. Yeah, that sounds a bit like me. Maybe next time we'll get it. One of these days we will get it right. Right, surely. We might get Kieran Boyle on tonight as a guest. So hopefully he can he can jump on if he's free. I am hoping at least to try and get a guest every Monday, maybe. I doubt it's going to happen, but we can take people on. It could be anybody really. But tonight we could get Kieran on. We'll have a look at Twitter, and then tomorrow it'll be live and not complying, but it'll be on Spreaker, because that's mainly usually about the Wonder Job. That's what it comes down to. I mean, we will touch on that tonight, but you've just got to try and box clever, I guess, with what's being said. But it's harder. It's easier said than done. To be honest, for me, I struggle to do it. Hence why I've had the strikes, I'd imagine. It's hard to say because they never tell you exactly why you got the strike. They don't say, oh, it's because you said this. It just comes under a blanket. So it's anyone's guess, really. But the majority of the time for the strikes I had, or have had even, it's been about the job, and they've called it medical misinformation. That's what they call it. Kari in the house as well. Happening. What's going on? Your end. The schools are back tomorrow in Scotland. Yeah, where do you start with that? Fucking hell. I guess they'll start inoculating kids. Flu season, I'd imagine. I can take this out actually. Yeah, I think they'll be inoculating kids in October. In terms of lockdown, fuck, I can't see us not going back into lockdown. So I'm thinking maybe October as well, the end of October. I don't know, let me know what you think if you're in the UK or America. I think the only place I seem to see that's in lockdowns, that is still getting lockdowns, is Australia. Fuck me, they've had it chronic. We've got a subscriber, a friend, Bandy Boo. She is down under. She might join tonight. I don't know, but she's in the fucking thick of it there as well. Down under. It's crazy. It's like fucking hell. Surely that's not true. Surely that's not happening. But this is where we are today. It is 1984 on fucking steroids. It's worse than that. And the reality of it is grim when you get right down to what's going on. And with them now going for the kids, it's fucking hell, it doesn't look good. And shit might get worse yet. Unfortunately. I mean, let's face it, we'd be lying if we said any different, going by what's going on, going by history, going by the people that are really pulling the strings, going by the agenda which is unfolding before us all and has been predicted for fucking decades by many, many people. It's here. It's happening big time. No one can deny it now. Yeah, so I Spy. Great to have you as well. I'll try and catch up in the chat. It's the first time I've been back on StreamYard for quite a while, so it's all new. So hopefully, fingers crossed that we'll get it right. Andrew as well in the house. Great stuff. Great to have you, brother. Loud and clear. Fantastic. That's good because I hate audio issues. I fucking hate it. Honestly. I would have to stop. Who else have we got? One thing I haven't got is my mouse. Well, I've got my mouse, but not the connection. For some reason, my son had my laptop and took it out. I don't know why he does that. Kelty Hearts. Yeah, they drew 2-2. I was actually, I had said that I wouldn't be back to the football unless they got rid of all the restrictions, and they have now. For how long? I don't know. But I was there on Saturday watching Elgin. And yeah, it was good. I think it was the first time I had been in about fucking 2 years. And I quite liked it. It was good to do something that I enjoyed again, because it had been that long. But yeah, sport is a fucking distraction. We know that. But sometimes it's the only thing. that I can get a kick from. It's like a guilty pleasure, I guess. Mass distraction. I did actually have a clip, a Bill Cooper clip in regards to people in sport, and I was hoping to share it, but I don't know if I've got the technical ability, so we'll see. I might share it. The late great Bill Cooper, of course. Say what you want and delete the stream straight away and promote your other platforms. Yeah, I guess that's a possibility. Um, Again, I don't really like the thought of deleting a video that, if I've had a guest or we've had a good discussion, then I don't see the point in deleting it. But plus, they can hit you with a fucking strike anyway. It says that in the guidelines, the YouTube fucking tyrannical guidelines. It does say you can get a strike for a deleted video. So I don't know, and I had heard in the past of it happening, but it is something that I might consider. It depends how deep we go, right? But there's a lot of stuff that you can't say, but it's hard for me to bite my tongue, to be honest. So you've just got to try and watch. There was a few things on the Days of Noah live stream last night, and I thought, fuck, that was a bit on the line. I think maybe YouTube might hit them with a strike. There was something that Richie from Boston, and I thought, oh dear, he might have just got Noah a strike. Not Noah, well, Days of Noah. I don't think his name's actually Noah, the guy, but maybe it is. AKA Zomniac as well. Fantastic. They wouldn't let me and my wife enter restaurant yesterday without mask. So we went somewhere else, had a great day yesterday. Keep your mask. Yeah. Yeah, I've never been refused anywhere because of not having a mask. But I don't go to restaurants that often, to be fair. I think I had got asked once and just said that I was exempt, and they said that was okay. So maybe if you just said that you were exempt, and then they might have just said, right, well, in you come, because you shouldn't have to prove, but businesses are taking things into their own hands now and just fucking making shit up as they go along. That's why I was happy with I was actually quite impressed with the football club in Elgin, how it sort of detached itself from any restrictions whatsoever, and promoting not having it, basically. So I was quite happy to see that. For how long, I don't know. I do reckon October we might see a lockdown. I could be wrong, but who knows? It works for a few channels that you watch. Yeah, well, maybe I could try it out. Thank you, AKA. And our brother Frank is in the house tonight. French restaurants open but empty. Yeah, they're boycotting them. Yeah, good. That's what to do. Don't go. Tell people not to go. People shouldn't. Fucking wearing masks, going into a restaurant. I'm sure I've seen a clip. I think we'll see it from the Twitter feed, but in Australia at the moment, it's mental. And the guy was saying that you can't take your mask off for drinking. So I guess you just drink through the mask then, right? That's what they'll be doing. The sheep. Unbelievable. Some of this stuff, yeah, you've got to pinch yourself. It feels like you're in a dream or a nightmare, maybe. That would probably be a better way to describe it. Yeah, it is definitely a medical tyranny, but at the same time, the structure of the agenda, the system, it is so evil, and there's a lot more to it than just a depopulation agenda. Yes, that's the fucking pretty much the meat of it, but they're a lot eviler than that, and they get up to so much fucking bad stuff. It's a lot to take in, and it can be hard for a lot of people to to get their head around it. Everybody, basically. I mean, we're all human at the end of the day. Ideally, we would all like to be living in a world that's safe, in a world that's controlled. Well, maybe not controlled, but has people, a government that has the public's concerns and safety and well-being at heart. But we don't live in that world. We simply do not. In fact, it's the complete opposite. It is indeed the complete opposite. You couldn't be any more of an opposite from that. The world that we're in at the moment, unfortunately, it just seems to get worse. Greetings all. Canada courts declared while back no emergency. All the mandates plus injections are not lawful, but got TV MSM still lying. Or the government TV. Yeah, I didn't see that in regards to Canada. Yeah, thank you, Frank, for sharing that. Excuse me. Fucking hell, I have got COVID. Oh dear. I better go and get the job, right? Double dose, triple dose, quadruple dose. No, they can forget it. It's not for me, that's for sure. No parent needed, aka has said. They have an organization here to vax kids at 15. Yeah, in the UK, I think it's younger as well. It's worrying. It is really concerning, to be honest. Monday team, yeah, ball boy, great to have you as well. Back again, fantastic. Good to see you. Great stuff. Yeah, Corey, sorry to hear about that at the restaurant. See, I see red in them situations, which is never good, and lose it. It's never the option, but there would have been exchanges made, for sure. Liars, yeah, aka bang on. What else have we got in the chat quickly? I seen a comment here. Damn masks, Nazis in Oregon. Yeah, you don't even have to wear them here, and people are still wearing them. I shit you not. Oh man, there's even outside. I guess they'll be wearing them now forever. To be fair, I think it would maybe take decades to maybe uncondition the masses from wearing these masks. It's crazy how quick it's managed to happen, to be honest. But I honestly can't see a lot of the majority of the sheep getting rid of it. I think they'll wear the masks forever. I genuinely think they will. Of course, that'll do them no good whatsoever. Again, like most things, masks, they say that masks will help you. No. Again, that's the complete opposite, without a doubt. We voted with our money, spent nearly 60 quid in another place. Yeah, that's what to do, definitely. Take it elsewhere. They'll soon regret it. My nephew is 4 years old, being tested at nursery. Excuse me. So the vax makers can have more dough. Fucking hell, 4 at nursery. Is that surely that's not a PCR test? That must be a lateral flow, is it? Is that just a saliva test? I don't even know what the lateral flow one involves, to be honest, but I wouldn't be happy to any medical tests whatsoever to be carried out on children, especially not at school. But again, this is where we are. It's quite staggering. But yeah, thanks for sharing, Ball Boy and Carrie. Klaus Schwab, Bloodline Family, Rothschild, $C Vigilante latest for Family Tree. Yeah, that that would make sense, would it? Klaus Schwab, fucking hell. Where do you start with that guy? Yeah, it would make sense. He actually, come to think of it, looks a bit like a Rothschild, does he? Ugly looking creature. I mean, I know I can't speak, but fucking hell, these entities. Wow. Yeah, that would make sense, Frank. Uh, he was either one of them or a Rockefeller. He looks more like a Rothschild, to be fair. So yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Jacqueline as well. Jacqueline Watt in the house, great stuff. Great to have you. I apologise again for being late. An hour late. My apologies, but we are here now, getting down to it. It's like they love being fascist. Yeah, yeah, they rub our noses in it as well, daily, constantly with everything that they do. And you know, once you see these things, you can't unsee it. It's there forever. Like They Live, like the film They Live. I showed a clip, the trailer at the beginning, because it was running late as well. But yeah, we are here. What else have we got? I'll quickly check a few comments. I was meant to put them on the screen and I forgot. You can order cards from Unity News Network for kids saying my parents don't consent to me being tested or jabbed. Yeah, I didn't know about that. That's quite a good idea. My school, well, my school, the kids, the school, the school my kids go to, they should know. They do know, but still, I guess it would be worth maybe doing something like that. But I don't know. I'm looking at more and more into just homeschooling. Both my kids, the eldest is just about um he's almost done, but it depends what they want to do with him. If they won't let kids back unless they're vaccinated, then the choice is finished. They won't be going back. Excuse me. It'll be homeschooling. That'll be it. So the choice might get made. So I'm already sort of laying the foundation for it. I would advise that, certainly. I kind of feel for my son Billy because he loves school. So the socializing aspect to it, I'm going to have to find elsewhere for him. Hopefully other parents decide to do the same, and then our kids can socialize together. I think that would be a good idea. It's time to take the kids out. Fucking hell, it was time before. Let's face it, it was time years ago to take them out. And here we are today. It looks like they're going to try and job them. Possibly even without consent. So, where do we draw the line? We have to draw it at some point, let's face it. I missed one there, Kari. My older brother is sick again, and his wife. They're the only ones who took the poison in the immediate family. Twice now my brother has been sick. Yeah, sorry to hear that. They've both been juiced. You know, I've actually came across this quite a lot from people who know people who have had the juice, the wonder job, and they just keep getting ill. It does not stop. I know two people I would never speak of. I don't actually know them personally, but I see them, and since they've had the job, I don't know, they just seem to look iller, even if that's a word. They just seem to, I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong, but the life just seems to be drained out of them. And it just seems to be getting worse. That's the only way I can describe it, like the life's being drained out of them. You can basically see it in their face. Maybe it's the fucking Bell's palsy. But they just, I mean, I've not seen everyone that's had the fucking poison, but some of the people that I have seen, I just think, fucking hell. And that's the first thing that comes to my head as well every time. I just think, Jesus, it's not looking good. And then I hear about them sometimes complaining about health issues, and I think, fucking hell, well, are they surprised that they're experiencing health issues after just what? Being double dosed with fucking anybody's guess. And now they're getting health issues that they've never had. Yeah, James, that is fucking hell. I was late as well, so we're both on the press ups tonight. James, there you go. We'll have to do them later, right? I think we'll go for about 100 tonight. I was an hour late, so 1,000 I think is more suited to that. But yeah, thank you, James, for joining. Oh yeah, I seen James as well on Days of Noah. Days of Noah's live with Richie from Boston and is it Mickelson? Something. I always forget his name. I know of the guy. Not the biggest follower, but I do come across him quite a lot. Richie I quite like. And Days of Noah. Yeah. It was good seeing familiar faces in the chat. It felt like home, right? It was good stuff. A great live stream if you've not seen it, by the way. Let me check. Lots of comments tonight. Thanks to everyone for joining this Monday Mayhem. It is Mayhem. Fucking hell, an hour late. Still, we've not even got started, basically. What are we? Half an hour gone. A classic Monday. There you go. Mondays, eh? Where do you start with a Monday? Mayhem on a Monday. It's strange how things work as well. Some days people can be alright, other days you just feel terrible or you feel completely different. And I think there's even like a date in the year where suicides are at their highest. And I think it's February sometime. And it's strange. It seems to. I think they call it the blue day or the blue Monday or something. I can't remember, but yeah, it's strange how people can be affected. But there you go. In terms of suicides, fucking hell, that is absolutely crazy in Scotland at the moment. It was bad even before the pandemic. It was. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. The suicides before the pandemic, they were a big fucking issue in Scotland. The drink, the alcohol problem, and the alcohol deaths. Fucking hell, they were a big problem before, but now, fuck me, it is unbelievably shocking, honestly. And it's right across the world now. It's not just Scotland now that's full of alcoholics. It's the whole world, basically. And I know of a second person who's now joined the other realm, who's had the juice. Carrie. Yeah, I've seen a lot of that as well. Big time. He looks like a reptilian in Captain Scarlet. The family tree of the video for Klaus equals Rothschild. Yeah. I don't know what Captain Scarlet is. I've not seen it. Anything to do with space, like Star Wars and stuff like that, I've never been able to get into. Even though I was into sort of space and aliens and UFOs for a short part of my life. I'd always, as a kid, wanted to see a UFO. I'd never ever seen one until about 3, maybe 4 years ago, or what I guess it would be classed as a UFO. I've seen a few now, but the first one it was quite weird. It was really strange. My neighbour was in his garden as well. I was even getting him was like, fucking hell, look at this. Look at that. Pointing up at it. He's like, where? I can't see anything. I'm like, look, right up there. Eventually, he clocked it, I think. And yeah, it was weird. It was like two circles, like I guess a figure of eight, but clearer. It was like two circles together, one on top of each other, just sort of fucking floating through the sky. And I thought, fuck, what is that? A fucking weather balloon or a fucking satellite drone? Or is it a wee green man? But I did mention before, some of you may recall about my brother and my father and my best friend actually seen one of your proper UFOs with the lights and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I missed it. I wasn't at home at the time. But I didn't believe my dad when he told me. I thought he was winding me up. But I seen my brother as well, and he was like, yeah, fucking hell. We seen it. It was above our neighbour's house. This old lady, Beth. I don't know what they were doing to the poor old lady, right? But they were fucking hovering above Beth's house. And then they disappeared. And it was in the local paper. It did get seen by quite a lot of people. But where it went to the military base, which is about 6 miles from me now. 7 at the moment, I think, because I've moved. And it's like the biggest RAF base in Scotland. And it flew to there. Because a couple followed it. A couple were in their car and they spotted it. This couple in Elgin. Fucking dude must have thought, right, chase it. So they chased this UFO and followed it down this road. It was them that were in the paper that got interviewed. So they followed it down the road and it basically hovered right above the fucking military base. And then it shot off, zoof, flew away and left them for dust, basically. So what does that tell you? I don't know. But I think the chances of it being little green men are quite slim. I think the chances of it being government controlled or controlled by entities here on Earth, let's go with that. I would say, yeah, I would I would lean towards that. Although I can't tell you for sure what it is. It's genuinely anybody's guess. We're all left chasing our tail, wondering what the truth is. So I can't say to you, look, it's the fucking government. Yeah, the government will have spacecraft without a doubt. But could they account for all of it? I don't know. I'm unsure. There's that many. I honestly, I honestly think it's anyone's guess as to what's really going on. But I would lean towards more that a lot of it is the government. What they're up to, I don't really know. But it won't be good. You can be fucking rest assured that it will not be good. And it will be bad news for humanity, us, me and you. Straight up. What else have we got? Oh, bugger, what have I done? Clicked on settings. Yeah, so hello, Jack Clean and AKA Carrie, Frank. Get prepared for winter. Food supply being destroyed all around, even the world, even India. Takes time to flow through winter and next year. Yeah, well, fucking hell. We touched on this at the very start of the pandemic. There was ships that were fucking piling up. Nothing was moving like it was meant to. The chain had been fucking snapped in half. And then basically it's a domino effect. So I'd imagine we're all going to feel it at one point. And like everything, it's like gradual. So it's not knee jerk. It happens over time. Fuck me, by the time the shelves are completely empty, all the houses might be fucking empty. So they won't even need the fucking food to feed people because the people will be gone. Worst case scenario, of course. Let's not rule it out. What else have we got? Then we'll have a look at Twitter. Oh, I read that. Yes, Frank, I called our news here a liar for blaming on the pandemic when the government paid the farmers off to stop growing. Yeah, they done that. They done that right across the world. That's what they've been doing. They've been doing that in the UK now for fucking years. Paying farmers, subsidising them not to grow food. So the farmers are like, well, so you want me to just do nothing? And you're going to pay me? So they take it, don't they? They think, well, what else am I meant to do? I can't sell it because if I grow it and try and sell it, I can't match or compete with your Asda and your Tesco and your fucking who else selling it for pennies. So the farmer gets left with no option where he has to sign up to government subsidies and they tell them not to grow food. And that has been happening in the UK for fucking years. No wonder shit is hitting the fan. The government have fucking absolutely destroyed the farming industry in the UK single-handedly. It's quite a sad state of affairs. Can we bounce back from it? We have to try. We've got to try. Where do we begin? I don't know. By not complying. Taking down the fucking government for sure. Yeah, I doubt we even need them. They're on holiday at the moment in the UK. You wouldn't even know. No one ever notices. I had only noticed it in I think it was a tweet I seen on Twitter that not Gordon Brown, fucking hell. It's been years since he was the Prime Minister. Boris Johnson is going to recall it back because of the Taliban. I bet everyone's heard about the Taliban again. They're back. COVID didn't kill them. COVID didn't get the Taliban. They've all had the juice. They've all been wonder jabbed, right? Yeah, and they've all been wearing masks and social distancing. Where do you start with entities like the Taliban? I mean, do people genuinely think these are not manipulated movements by by governments like the American, the Chinese, the Russian, and yeah, maybe Saudi Arabia? I mean, come on. Really? I guess the people that think the Taliban are not a funded entity, they would also think that Bin Laden flew planes into the Twin Towers even. And they would also most likely think that we landed on the moon. I would imagine, right? But again, in my opinion, we didn't. Or what they showed us wasn't, at least. I can't tell you if anyone's ever been to the moon or not. Because I don't know. But going by what they show us, no, not yet. They destroyed the technology as well, so they can't go back. Right? Makes sense, right? Even though they were going to commercialize going to the moon, I think they were going to build a hotel. NASA was going to do it with funding from the government, the good old American government. Of course, where would they have got that money? The Rothschilds and fucking the Rockefellers, without a doubt. The Rockefellers especially. I'm not so sure about the Rothschilds, but the Rockefellers were involved quite deeply from what I've seen in terms of aliens and UFOs, which again is quite interesting. That is something I want to really get into because there's a few things that, yes, it is quite interesting as well. And that again ties in as well with my prediction, I guess, that Lawrence wee Lawrence Spellman Rockefeller is the guy that paid off the tombstones and gave the go-ahead. Not the tombstones. I always call them that. That's what they should be called. The Georgia Guidestones. Yeah, tombstones. They fucking are. I think last time I went to say Georgia Guidestones, I said tombstones as well. I mean, let's face it, that's kind of what they are. The tombstones of humanity, right? Let's not let it happen. It might be time to fight fire with fire. And start winning this war that we're in. Battle by battle, if needs be. I read that comment already. I must have went back. Oh man, I'm struggling. Too many comments. I'll read a few more, then we'll have a look. I must have missed that one. Yeah, it's sad. It is sad what's going on. Without a doubt. Solari report have a letter for schools, but oh, where is it? But with brainwashed teachers and Gillick competent. I can never say that word. Competency. Reckon homeschooling safe. Yeah, I think that's the best option. Because I genuinely think you're right. I think they might go for them without consent. They're going to be fucking fly about how they do it. So, yeah, I think homeschooling is the way to go, without a doubt. For sure. Yes, 46-year-old and now 70-odd-year-old. They'll just put the older one of the two. Old age, crazy times ahead. Yeah, you're right. It is crazy times ahead. 146. That's not really an age to be dying at. Neither is 70, really. To be honest, although in Scottish terms, that's quite old. The life expectancy in Scotland, I think, is about fucking 60 for a white male. So I'm like middle-aged, older at the moment. But my dad, my late father, passed away at 70, and for him, he thought that was quite old, but I'm not so sure. How old is old, right? I think a lot of the stuff that they've been doing to humans has not helped. In terms of wonder jobs as well, especially. I think they've played a big part in destroying human health over the decades, and it has been decades now. Big time. I put on a green screen earlier. I put the thumbnail as a green screen, but because the white of my eyes are that big, it kept thinking that my eyes was part of the white wall. So I had the jacket because it just looked fucking weird. It made me look like an android or a bot. So that wouldn't help the situation, right? Because someone called me a bot before, which was quite comical. I don't exist. I'm an AI bot. Sometimes in times of need, if you like, I think of that guy's comment and think, fucking hell, I wish I was a bot now. But I'm not. I'm a fucking human. And yeah, we've all got to put up with life, basically. Dealing with life, dealing with things that can occur with family, with friends. And it can be a tough road, a long road for many, many people, if not everyone. Maybe not for the 1%, right? Yeah. I'll read a few more comments, then we'll jump onto Twitter. And then I'll see if I can maybe get Kieran on, if he's about. He was at a meeting tonight, so I don't know. he might be still at it. I'm not sure what meeting it was. I think it's a community meeting. Kieran's doing some really good stuff. And I was going to ask him about the situation in Afghanistan, right? Because he just done a video on it on BitChute. Kieran's on BitChute, remember? Deleted, like myself, from YouTube. I think Kieran got deleted twice. So I'm still here on this one. I made the two channels, and like I said, when this one goes, that is it. There will be no back again on YouTube. I just can't. I can't continue to just make channels. It would frustrate me, and it's disappointing getting your content deleted. It's like a kick in the stones, a kick in the balls, right? So I don't really like it, and I don't like the fact that they continuously remove comments, especially when it's about the truth. Excuse me. Because that's always what it is. It's always a comment that's true or exposing the agenda, and they remove it every fucking time. But in saying that, I have seen them remove comments that are completely harmless. Say a comment that said, "Oh, well done, good video," and it got removed, or they put it withheld and say that it's spam, but it's not. It's a regular subscriber. I guess it's a problem in the AI system, but it's all deliberate, of course. They remove. I guess they would have a certain words that or phrases that they will instantly delete or remove. Maybe not from a live stream, but certainly as a comment to a video. Because fucking hell, I'm trying to remember how many comments I got on my original channel. Fuck, it was a lot. It was a fucking lot of comments. And I genuinely tried my absolute best to reply to every single person who got in touch. And I think I almost done it. There was the deletion was a wee bit out the blue at the time. I was expecting it, but when it happened, I didn't even know. So there was quite a few towards the end that I had missed. But I think towards the end of the channel's days, it was getting about 200 to 300 new subscribers every month, and it was just going up and up and up constantly. So I think they had to nip it on the bud. It was maybe too big for its boots, and we did touch on a lot of stuff that they clearly do not fucking like. So with that said, I think it's only a matter of time before they do the same here and delete me again. And then I will be only on the other platforms that I'm now setting the foundations on, because the last live stream that I done that I got a strike, I don't even know what it was that I said. I know I can't remember touching on the job, but we never even, I don't think we said that much that was strike worthy, in my opinion. I should maybe try and watch it back, but it was only about a 40-minute stream, and it was a quick one, basically. So yeah, I might watch it back and see, out of interest. But I got a strike for that, and it was medical misinformation, which is my first strike here. So 2 more, and I'm out the game. Right, and that'll be me, like I said, finished on YouTube. I can't, I'm not, what's the point? They'll delete me again. It would be pointless. They would delete me before I got started, basically. So I would be up to what? Not even a subscriber, and I'd be deleted or striked again. What else? I'd said I would cover a few more. Where are we? Can't find. Oh, there it goes. Over there, they've made it to where the kids can't get the job without parental consent. Andrew. Yeah, I think they're going to go with that right across the world. By WHO guidelines. I guess WHO are like the one world government already. Let's face it, it may be in the shadow, but it's running the show. Of course, it's not the guy at WHO. He's the face. That fucking idiot. Can't remember his name. But the WHO needs stopped. A criminal organisation. And that's being polite. That is being polite. Not just bribes to farmers. Times 1.5 value of harvest, but also threat of no government subsidies next year. Yeah, so they bribed them, basically. The farmers, yeah. That wouldn't surprise me. That's what they do. That's what they do with the politicians. So the farmers, it would be no different. And unfortunately, we're fucked now. I don't think it's as bad in Scotland in terms of farming, but I think overall in the UK it should be a lot better. The UK should be mass producing food on a massive scale. It should certainly not be relying on another country to feed its own people. I'd imagine that if you went back, fucking hell, 50 years, 100 years, and told people that, that's me putting my producer in my ear, right? If only he could help me. But yeah, I forgot what I was going to say there about the food. Typical. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Thinking too much, doing too many things there. But yeah, I'll jump back to the comments in a bit and we'll have a look on Twitter. If I can work it. If I can work StreamYard, because it's been that long. But thanks to everyone in the chat just now. We will jump back in. Frank, James, aka Carrie, Jacqueline as well in the house. Lynn in the house. Fantastic. Great to have you here, Lynn. A regular, a long time subscriber, our friend Lynn with the mallard duck. And Jacqueline, yeah. Great stuff. Great to have you. Let's see if I can manage to try and get some magic happening. Some AI magic, I guess. It's like black magic. Let's face it, that's what it's like. That's the only way I can describe the internet of things. Of course, like we touched on in the Friday fix, on Friday, the internet basically is a stepping stone to where they want to take it, which is complete control over everything. It's not about us coming on and sharing videos on different platforms. It's about controlling everything. Even us, basically. Because by the looks of it, they're trying to turn humans into some sort of computer. Not that one. That one. Yeah, the bigger screen. We'll get there eventually. Dig for victory during World War II. Everyone in Britain grew food. Everywhere available. No obese fatties. Till rationing ended and the 1970s, 1980s, consumerism kicked in. Yeah, I touched on that before. Division and consumption. Right from about, probably this, I reckoned maybe the 50s, 60s. It was like fattening the fucking pig before you eat it. That was what they done to us. And of course, during the wars, it's like a alpha male kill-off. So they killed off a lot of the alpha males right across the world. Fucking, yeah, away they went, protecting their country. Little did they know, they were all being sold what was basically a lie. When you get into the war, the world wars, that's an interesting one again. Lots of fucking manipulation. Fucking hell, where do you start? Manipulation to the fucking stars when it comes to the war. The war should never have happened. None of them should have happened. But they made it fucking happen, alright. Not by accident, of course. I would like to get into the wars at some point. So maybe we will in the future. Lots of fat bastards now. Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. In Scotland, I think the only place that's worse than Scotland in terms of obesity is America. The last time I checked, Scotland, fucking hell, it's got a bad name. Unhealthy, big fatties, fat alcoholics. They must be eating too much haggis. That's what the world must think, right? Too much iron brew. Oh man. And battered Mars bars as well. The fried Mars bar. Deep fried. What else would people imagine Scottish people eat? I don't know. Just haggis, I guess. Shortbread. Yeah, maybe shortbread. Yeah, not the biggest fan of shortbread, to be honest. There's actually a shortbread factory in my hometown here in Elgin. Walker's shortbread. Quite a famous brand. Globally, I think. Well, so they say. They're certainly millionaires, the family that's behind it. Yeah, a lot of people here in Elgin work at the factory. They've actually got two in Murray. They make all kinds of biscuits. A lot of it comes from these factories up here. But fucking hell, I think when I was 16, I worked in it. I think I lasted about 2 days and I was finished. I could not do it. Factory work, working on lines. Oh man, it was terrible. I remember speaking to a lady who was there, who worked there, and she said she had worked there for fucking, I think 20 years. 20 fucking years, every day, almost, working in this factory. And the smell, it was so overwhelming. This sweet smell that, I don't know, to begin with, you think it's quite nice, but then it becomes like sickly and it's really powerful. So I think that's the majority of work up here, even though it's the whiskey capital of Scotland. There's distilleries everywhere, but distilleries today are basically run by AI. We did have quite close sort of fish factories and stuff like that, but there's not even much of that anymore. But yeah, cookies I quite enjoy. They make them as well. They make everything there. Walkers for different companies as well. It's not just them. A lot of different brands. It will be from Walker's shortbread. So we'll have a quick look on Twitter. I'll put it at full screen. Wait a sec, I'll get rid of Frank's comment. But yeah, thank you, Frank. We might touch on the war in the future. Let me know what you've got on the wars, Frank. Thank you very much as well for the emails, and thanks to everyone who sends in emails. I will put my email address in so you can check it out. And if you want to share any information or get in touch, then by all means feel free. But I think, how did I do this again? I can't even remember. Oh, yeah, I think that's it now. There we go. Yeah, that's my Twitter. Let me just make sure that I've got it right. Yeah. yeah, that's my Twitter there. My Twitter page, as you can see. No dodgy or private pictures, right? Gonna pop up a private snap that I've sent. Hopefully not, right? But yeah, I've put my library link. That's what I was gonna do. Put my Twitter link in the chat first. Yeah, that should work. And then we'll cover some tweets, and then we'll get back to the chat, and hopefully I can maybe get in touch with Kieran. Has he messaged me? Not yet. No. Right, where are we? Right, what am I doing? Someone help me, right? We'll get there eventually. Right, I'll get rid of Frank's comment. How do I get rid of that? There we go. And yeah, I was going to put that in the chat. Oh, I need someone to assist me. There's too much. There's too much for me to handle. It's typical. Yeah, I think it might be true that certain people cannot multitask. I think I'm one of them. Zainab in the house as well. Fantastic. Good to see you. Our friend Zainab. Great stuff. Good to have you. Yeah, shortbread and cookies. Yep, now you're talking. Who else did I see? I thought I noticed a new face. James, Carey. Maybe I didn't. Imagining things, right? Hallucinating. There you go. But I think, yeah. Yeah, so that's my Twitter in the chat. If anybody is on Twitter that wants to follow, then hit me up. I've only got 416. But I guess I only joined then, 2020, April. So, I don't know. I don't know if that's good or not. I know that my original Twitter, my personal Twitter, pre-COVID, I had a lot higher followers on it. But now, because of COVID and some of the tweets that I've been putting out, clearly a lot of people have thought, nope, I'm not going to follow him anymore. So they've unfollowed. Or maybe Twitter have just fucking removed them. Or maybe both, to be honest. But there you go. What was this? Yeah, I seen this video here on Twitter. I have actually seen something like this myself. I'll try and put it full screen. And it's fucking weird. It looks like I don't know if you're gonna see it. If you're gonna see it too well.
Doesn't sound so, right?
I'll put it full screen.
So what the hell is that?
Let me just put the audio off a sec, because I don't know if you can hear me over that audio. But yeah, there's Kieran messaged me, so that's great. I'll give him a shout in a bit. He's going to get ready, he said. So great, we've got a guest for the first time for our new Monday show. Media I can't even get the name right. Monday Media Mayhem. There you go. Fantastic. Our brother Kieran. I've been in touch with Kieran for about over a year now. Longer. 2 maybe. And yeah, he's my Irish brother. Our Celtic fucking brother Kieran. Always great conversations that I've had with Kieran in the past. But that video, I was going to say there, I have seen similar to that before, Across the Sky. And it's like rays, but it's not coming from the sun. Or is it? It's hard to say. It doesn't look like it is. But I have seen this. But when I seen it, I was unsure if it was rays or chemtrails. I couldn't really call it. It was one or the other. Or maybe both. But it was fucking weird. And here you go. Somebody else has clocked it. I'm not sure whereabouts it is. It looks like it could be the UK. Hold on, if I can hear the
Sounds
accent.
right. So does it sound right? So what the hell is that?
Maybe not. It could be. It doesn't sound like he's from the UK actually. So I don't know, but I have seen similar before. I didn't catch it on camera, but like I said, I was unsure as to whether it was a ray
Does it sound right?
or a fucking chemtrail. But it was
So
strange.
what the hell is that?
I have seen similar to that, but it's like a shadow, and a fucking plane follows it basically and leaves a chemtrail behind it.
What the hell is
And
that?
it's fucking weird. It's hard to describe. What is the shadow? Some people say, well, that's another cloud, but I've actually seen the shadow in front of the plane. Excuse me. And I have seen it behind it as well. So I don't know if anyone else has seen the shadow in the sky when the fucking plane is following it and it leaves a chemtrail behind. It's clear as day. I can't see the chart, but if I put my phone's about to die. Actually, fuck. I need to put it on charge. Hold on. Right, I'll be 2 seconds quickly. Otherwise, I won't be able to get this to Kieran. Right, there we go. Sorted. Oh, fuck. It is Monday Mayhem, I guess. I couldn't have named it any better. There you go. Welcome to the Mayhem, right? Let me put my headphone in quickly. Out of breath again. Fucking hell, I'm unfit. I only ran downstairs to the West Wing. Here I am back again. Oh, Gainer in the house as well. Fantastic. Great to have you tonight, Gainer, and thank you for your email. Great stuff. What are we saying tonight, Gainer? It doesn't matter what you see or what you are told. It's what you believe, says Gainer. Great stuff. Interesting comment, that. I guess, yeah. I probably wouldn't argue with that, to be honest, Gainer. It's how you see it. You're bang on. Good stuff. And thank you for joining tonight. We will have Kieran Boyle on as well. We might run a bit late tonight. But there you go. That's life. But not as we know it, right? It'll be fantastic to get a guest. I'm delighted. Yeah, hiya, Gainer. Great to have you once again. It's a pleasure. Quite a few. Hopefully, I've not missed anyone. Lots of comments. Of course, we all know each other, basically. We're all in the same community. Like I said, I've seen about 3 or 4 people in Days of Noah chat that I speak to here, that we do as a community. And we're all sort of in the same, well, we're under the same tyranny. We're in the same prison, but we're all kind of singing from the same hymn sheet because we ain't fooled, not one fucking bit, by this medical tyranny and these criminals. Where are we? So, jumping back to Twitter. There you go. Wait, I think is it, hopefully did I put it? Yeah, there we go. Sorted. It is indeed the full screen. Great stuff. Yeah, this cartoon of well, I guess they call that the convid, right? That's convid. They drew it. That's all they've got on convid. Oh, where's your proof? Well, this guy drew it. So there you go. I think there was a court that. Oh fuck, where was it? They kind of they didn't kind of prove that they couldn't prove it existed, but they basically said that it wasn't available or they couldn't get it. So fucking hell, what does that tell you? What more do people need? I mean, what they made up or what they called sequencing was a computer assumption. It's from computer modeling. And this cartoon pretty much says it all in terms of what happens with governments. They now cash in on it. Anyone can, really. Let's face it. If you went and opened a shop selling masks, you'd be fucking coining it in. But, I mean, fucking hell, imagine. I couldn't get involved with that. I couldn't even get involved in personal protective equipment. A business that dealt with that, which I was going to do pre-pandemic. But now, I just can't. Not after everything that I've came across in terms of masks. And no, unfortunately, they're no good for anyone. So, yeah, where do you fucking start with the masks? But like I did say, in Scotland, they're going to be wearing them forever. I honestly can't see them taking them off. They're going to keep them on forever. Of course, a lot of the stuff at the moment, in terms of the media and social media, is the Taliban and the situation in Afghanistan. It's like deja vu, innit? All over again. I guess the Taliban must have toppled the Afghanistani government. There must have been a battle, a war, a fight. No, none of that. Shock horror. Of course, it's all manipulated, in my opinion. I'm sure a lot of people agree. And it is basically like deja vu. Here we go again. What is now going to come of it? Yeah, that's a tweet from me. That was an article yesterday in The Guardian. Cashed out a fond farewell to coins and notes. Yep. That is the agenda in full swing. There's no debate now. It's gone. The money's gone. Cash is gone. It's all controlled electronically now. So they have even more, even greater control over everyone's money. Everyone. A video of Joe Biden. I'm not sure how real this is. But we'll check it out.
People, there is a thing called climate. Can y'all see us and hear us? Perfect. Jay, you're beginning to convince the American people there is a thing called climate crisis. About time. Indeed.
Wow. A bit of convincing going on. Yeah, it would certainly seem so, but they've got a lot to convince people like us in regards to the reasonings behind climate change. A lot of us have a few opinions in regards to that. This is a video from Afghanistan, I think. Kabul, is it? International airport, no security. What did the guy say? And the US has brought in thousands of troops to secure the airport, but US only focused on securing evacuation taking place on military side of Kabul airport. Another sign of disregard for Afghans and total lack of planning. Yeah, no planning, right? Like it's Not planned. Of course, this is all planned. This is 100% it's just a short video. But what are these people expecting? To jump on the what? To steal a plane? To jump on a plane and fucking fly it to the UK? Oh man, there's other videos as well in terms of that. This is one of them running. Seemingly the UK forces that are there had to fire shots. I think that's shots that you're hearing into the air. That's what they said, to scare them off. You can see forces there. If you look there, there's a military van there and there. They seem to be retreating. This one seems to actually run someone down or something down. If you see it there, it actually moves like it fucking ran someone over. But, I mean, what are they running from? They're saying that these people are running away from the Taliban. So where have the Taliban came from? Where have they been? Where have they been hiding? Who's been looking after them? Who's been funding them? Right, and now the Taliban have rolled into town and just fucking took over. And everyone's fleeing. A lot of tweets about where are all the women and children. I can see what people are saying with that. But I can't see some. I can see one there. They can be hard to spot because, well, they're covered up. You can see the men because they're not covered up, but if you look for people who are covered up, you can't see one or two. But I guess a lot of women, if these people are genuinely fleeing, a lot of the women might stay with kids at home, and the men might flee. A lot of the men, if they don't join the Taliban, well, this is what seemingly happens. If they don't join the Taliban, then they're on the other side, so they get taken out. You join or kill. By what they say, they're quite grim and vicious. But this is an interesting video. Some people are saying that it's fake or staged. Again, that could be the case as well. I wouldn't rule it out, to be fair. This was a classic meme today of the Taliban now in Parliament and Joe Biden welcoming them with his trademark sniff of the hair. Creepy beastie Joe. I mean, come on. How did that guy ended up being Prime Minister? How does that happen? I mean, come on. How can people not see it? I did see a tweet. I don't know if it's on here. Someone was saying that it's Joe Biden's fault. It's Joe Biden's fault that this has happened in Afghanistan. And it's like, really? When are people going to wake up? When will people fucking wake up? I really don't know. Luke Rudolsky. I quite like Luke. He's alright. He's quite good. He's quite mainstream as well. That's a tweet from him. I demand a refund from all my tax dollars that went to Afghanistan. I hope Luke isn't going to hold his breath, because he'd be waiting a fucking long time. That money will be spent. Yeah, don't hold your breath there, Luke. This was in regards to fake videos that get made for fucking the CIA on MI5, I guess. And there has been articles in the past in regards to money that has been spent on these PR videos that are full of actors. Of course, crisis actors cashing in on the deception, driven by greed, just like the politicians, just like the top doctors, just like anyone that is selling humanity short at the moment for the convid cash, the cold convid cash. These people make me sick, to be honest. But there you go. What was that? I missed Joe Biden. Let's listen to him.
Drawdown in April.
Joe's
I
always
said
a
we
good
would
laugh.
be
I mean,
early today. I was.
Where do you even start with Joe Biden? I watched one of his compilations. Another word that I can't say, but it was like a video of different clips of Joe, and it was so funny. He's like a clown. I want to keep him and just like poke him with a stick and tell him to speak. It's comical that this guy is actually the president. I just noticed actually that he's got the tie on. The tie, the famous tie that when I seen it on Joe, I called that Joe would win the election. Or, well, what they said was a win. And it's this, what I reckon is a Freemasonic tie, black and white stripe, that I had seen on Trump before he was Prime Minister. And then I seen the same exact same tie on Biden at a debate before the election. And here it is on Biden again, but I have actually, I don't know if I've got the photo. I've not got it at hand, but Disney done a fucking, it's like a hologram theatre of all the presidents of the past. I think past and present, because, well, Biden was there, unless he's dead, but that's another story. But again, Trump was there, but he was in the tie this time. So it's kind of made me think, is Trump going to be back again? I think he might be. So you Trump lovers, I doubt there's any on here. There might be. But for anybody who's stupid enough to think that any politician can change this, they might be happy, because I reckon he's going to be back again. Only just going by that simple one fucking thing, and it's that tie. I could be wrong, but let's see what Joe has been saying lately about this war, right?
Earlier today, I was.
Actually, let me know as well if you can hear it. That would help.
Earlier today, I was briefed by our senior military and national security leaders on the status of the drawdown of U.S. forces and allied forces in Afghanistan. When I announced our drawdown in April, I said we would be out by September, and we're on track to meet that target. Excuse me. Our military mission in Afghanistan will conclude on August 31st. The drawdown is proceeding in a secure and orderly way, prioritizing the safety of our troops as they depart. Our military commanders advised me that once I made the decision to end the war, we needed to move swiftly to conduct the main elements of the drawdown. And in this context, speed is safety. And thanks to the way in which we have managed our withdrawal, no one U.S. forces or any forces have been lost. Conducting our drawdown differently would have certainly come with an increased risk of safety to our personnel. To me, those risks were unacceptable.
So, Sleepy Joe, he's the man. He was the man that done it. He was the man that made the decision to end the war. Sure it was Joe, right? Sure it was. Someone needs to give Joe an update. Oh man, what else have we got now? The best covert operation is one that is done in broad daylight in front of everyone's eyes, yet no one sees a thing. Retired Lieutenant Colonel Jack Kingston, previously with the Joint Chiefs of Staff at the Pentagon. Ain't that something? The Pentagon would know all about that. Covert operations. The American government and the CIA, they're all about covert operations. Just like the British government, Westminster and MI5, covert operations. Look at the one we covered in the fucking live stream that we done in regards to, I think it was on Spreaker. It was about germ warfare. That's what they called it. Well, germ war tests. That's what they called it. And they basically sprayed the British public for fucking decades with different chemicals to test them. And lots of people experienced lots of fucking bad effects from it. And they didn't even try and deny it. It's all there in black and white. If people think they're not doing that anymore, I think you might be in for a shock, to be honest. It's I would say it's still going on. They're still fucking spraying. Look up and you'll see it with your own eyes. This one here, this is a doctor, seemingly. Let me see if I can play it. Can we hear the audio? Did we hear the audio on Joe Biden's video? I'm assuming that we did, because no one said that there's no sound. So I'll put this one on as well. This is a actor. That's what it is. To be playing.
It's overwhelming doctors like Peter Myers who had this message.
I'm trying to encourage everybody to please take this Delta variant very seriously due to transmissibility. It is incredibly contagious and our children are getting sick. Sorry, can I do this?
She laughed! It's overwhelming doctors like Peter Myers who had this message.
I'm trying to encourage everybody to please take this Delta variant very seriously due to transmissibility. It is incredibly contagious and our children are getting sick. Sorry, can I do this?
She laughed!
Yep, she fucking laughed.
It's overwhelming
Is that
doctors
funny,
like Peter
right?
Myers who had this.
Because it's funny. Because COVID's a big joke. Or what? She's a crisis actor. I think she might be an actor. That guy looks familiar as well, which is quite funny. He looks like a Scottish actor that I know, but I don't think it is him. But he would know because he is an actor if it is him. But yeah, I mean, if you didn't know what she was talking about in the video, you can clearly see that she's sniggering, turns away. What is it that she finds so funny? I'm trying to see if we've got audio, but I don't know. Hopefully we have. I did say in the tweet, well, I replied, can we get this doctor's name? Probably a crisis actor. I don't know, I might try and fucking freeze frame and get a name tag and look into where this video or where this hospital is and if she is actually a doctor or not. If I could get the name, that would be a good start. This is an interesting tweet as well, I thought. This one here. From Captain Refusnik Cook. He's Refusnik Cook. Afghanistan, America out, China in. You watch. Yeah. I think that might be a possibility. Because there certainly seems to be a mass evacuation of everything. Anything that's not fucking needed is being left, and they are fucking clearing out of there big time. Could that be then for someone else? Another superpower to step in, aka China. Captain China steps in to liberate Afghanistan from the Taliban? Yeah. I mean, when it comes to Iraq and Afghanistan and the wars in the Middle East. It's like a can of worms. There is so much deception at play, and bribing and evilness, and honestly, it's a cesspit, basically. Hard to really nail down what exactly it's all about, but like many things, it'll be about more than one thing, for sure. Yeah, so I thought that was quite an interesting comment. Maybe the Chinese are going to step in and, yeah, free the Afghanis. Let's go with that. But of course, they're all running away. They can all run back, right? The ones that can make it back. If any of them even did run away. What's this? World Economic Forum urges companies to fire unvaccinated employees. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. That's the way it's going. Boycott your work. Get a new job. Fucking hell. That might be what you have to do. It can be a bastard having to find a new job, I know. From experience what it's like. And it can be tough. But hey, you've got to draw the line as well. If your work want you to get jobbed, tell them where to go. In probably a polite manner. If you don't want to burn bridges, right? This one. Simon. I've just got a feeling Afghanistan was allowed to fall the way it did. Yeah. I think you might be on to something there, Simon, right? A few pennies dropping, possibly, with what they've just witnessed in terms of this Talibani takeover that has happened overnight and before everyone's eyes. Yeah, people will be asking questions as to what's really going on. This is an interesting one as well. Seemingly it's Lucifer's throne on on a TV show. I think there is actually a show called Lucifer, if I remember correctly. So I'm assuming that it's from that, but they've likened it to a 5G tower, and yeah, you can see you can see the resemblance there, for sure. How fitting, right? Because of course it's evil when you get right down to the bones of it. It is grim and it is fucking evil shit, big time. So I thought that was quite interesting. Although I don't know of the show, so if any of you have seen it, you can let me know if that's real or not real. Right? I'd imagine it would be. It makes sense, to be fair. This is another good tweet here. Just remember this. The stories in the news are the ones they want you to see and hear. So, they want you to hear about Afghanistan, the Plymouth murders, Prince Andrew, and Carrie's second job. Each of these stories has an agenda. Yep, bang on, 100%. In terms of Afghanistan, oh shit, I would fuck that up, would I? What the agenda is going to be there, I'm not really sure yet. Obviously it's a rolling story. It looks like it could only mean one thing, which would be war. In my opinion, could that mean World War III? Possibly. It could head that way. I haven't heard much from Iran in the media. But I guess we'll just have to see how it pans out at the moment. But it looks like war again. The Plymouth murders as well. I think we might touch on numerology with that in a sec. But I don't know. There will be something to it. I did say in the Friday Fix that they could connect this with anti-vaxxers. That might still happen yet. Don't rule it out. And in terms of the Kari getting her second wonder job, fucking hell, I can never do this without my mouse. Yeah, that's because she's pregnant, of course. And it's all over the media now. Get your second job, even if you're pregnant. My advice would be, fucking hell, get a grip. Don't be stupid. Honestly. Thankfully, I do have a close family member who's pregnant at the moment. And thankfully, they're not as stupid. And they will be staying well clear of it. But at what point do you not have a choice? When they say, look, you're not going to get in because you've not had it. If they refuse treatment at the hospital, could that happen? I think that might fucking happen yet, to be fair. We'll cover a few more tweets and then I'll give Kieran a shout and see if he wants to jump on. And we can catch up about the Taliban and stuff like that. I'll link in Kieran's channel as well. I think I can do that just now. I'll give it a try. Where are we? I'll put it in the chat. There it goes. Yeah, that's it. I've popped Kieran's channel in the chat. Yeah, that's a good tweet as well. Worth noting that the same people who fixed up Afghanistan also have a plan for the climate. Hip hip hooray! 3 cheers for these wonderful, wonderful people who fixed Afghanistan, freed the Afghanis, protected our freedoms that we no longer have. Yeah, 3 cheers for them guys. And of course, they will have the plan for defeating this climate change that they talk of. Yeah, I thought that was a good tweet. I'm pretty sure we can all agree with that one. Yeah, that's another good one. That I think if I said that tweet, I would get a strike. But yeah, we all know it. Of course, we know. The sequencing is a computer assumption of COVID. So how can they have found other variants of it? That wouldn't even make sense. None of it makes sense, of course. None of it. This guy, Thomas Massey, he's quite good. An American congressman. He says a lot of good stuff. Yeah. There are good people out there. But not in the right positions, unfortunately. Far from it. But yeah, the only nation we should be building is our own. Yeah, what countries and people should be doing is concentrating on themselves, their own nation, their own house, their own garden. But fucking hell, how far do you want to go back in terms of nations that feel the need and urge to basically rape, plunder, and destroy other countries? The British have been the masters, if you like, at that. If you pardon the pun, in 2 ways, that was a pun, a Masonic one as well. This video here, Rambo on Twitter, this is unbelievable because it's fake. And it is. I don't know if that's too loud. Maybe it's just yeah, mute it. Yeah, it looks a bit like a movie. That's what I thought when I watched it. I thought, fucking hell, it looks like a movie. Is it staged? And if you look at the number on the plane, back to front, a back to front 911. I mean, that's a dead giveaway, that, surely. I don't really know these planes too well. I think that's Hercules. But we will look at the numbers in a sec. I think there is a tweet. I might have missed it. But of course the numbers all match up. The numerology is always there. But the 9/11 and the big fucking writing. I mean, come on. What more do people need? Right? But where are these guys expecting to go? What are they doing? Are they racing it? I know. Yeah, that's what they thought. I know. I'll race this plane. Look at the guys at the front holding on. I mean, these people. Oh, man. They're off their fucking heads. What are they expecting to be flown to fucking the UK? 10,000, 30,000, 40,000 feet in the air. There's a guy there hanging on. Then he sort of jumps off. A guy there who kind of jumps off. I've not really watched this. What I wanted in terms of slowing it down, what I want to do is slow it down a bit and look at it a bit closer in more detail as to what actually is going on here. This guy's waving. Someone pointed out that there's no women. They must have got left behind. They seem to be just sort of chasing it down the runway rather than wanting to jump on it. But a video did come out. I think it was roundabout after it. But it's from the same incident, seemingly. And it was a video of two guys falling from the plane. They must have held on. But I don't know, it was hard to say if it was actually people that fell from it. Fuck, I thought I had it tweeted, but I don't. But there is a video now that it has went viral, I think, and you can see two items falling from the plane as it's taken off or in the air. Who controls the media controls the mind. Jim Morrison. Of course, Morrison was well connected as well. His family, in a Freemasonic sense. So Jim knew the score. I think Jim is part of the 27 Club. Drug death, I believe. Or, so they said at least. What was this? The same helicopter caught twice in two different scenarios. The exact same one. So, yeah, if that is the case, then again, more deception at play. Shock horror, right? Lots of FFs happening at the moment. This one, actual, fake insurrection, actual insurrection. What was it I said? I retweeted that. I retweeted it with a quote. Fuck, what am I doing? Can't even work Twitter. What did I say? Yeah, actually both. Both of them are fake. Both of them are manipulated. And are basically, it's a deception before our eyes. These two insurrections are peas in a pod. That's the American style. That's the Afghani style. This is America's warriors of today. These guys here, or if they're even guys. I have my doubts, to be fair. Of course, it's all fake, it's all manipulated, and it's all to trick us. That was another good one as well from 9/11. A lot of 9/11 stuff, clearly because of the Taliban situation. And I guess we're not that far away from it, the anniversary of it. But yeah, Building 7. When the BBC reports the demolition even of World Trade Center 7, 26 minutes before it actually happened. Oh dear. How did they manage that? Black magic again, of course. This Twitter account, Jackie, is quite a good one. Quite a high following as well. 32. I didn't realise it was that much, to be honest. But yeah, quite a good one. It's not what it appears to be. Something else is going on. It's a cover. Use your imagination. And yeah, that's basically what we get down to. We get left to our imagination because we can't buy anything. Everything they tell us is a lie. It's always a cover. So Jackie is on the money. Great stuff, Jackie. Yeah, Donald Trump, seemingly. They deleted his Twitter account, remember? But seemingly there is a Taliban account on Twitter. But that's okay. Sure. Maybe the Taliban now promote transgender and what's the word? Homosexuality. I was going to say homophobia, but that's what they promote at the moment, I think. They stone people to death, although I haven't heard much of that lately. I guess that's why they're all running away. They have been westernized. And now the Taliban's in town and they're going to stone everyone to death because they're all into their alcohol and movies. But yeah, seemingly they've got a Twitter account. Shock horror. It looks like they're genuinely going to be a government in Afghanistan. The Taliban government. Depending on what they think of COVID, I might move there. Depending on the restrictions. Yeah, I might fucking get the next flight to Afghanistan. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. What was that? Missed it. Yeah, this is in regards to that guy. Yeah, well, that would be the agenda behind the shooting. The one that I thought they may tie with anti-vaxxers. Another gun grab, possibly. By the looks of it. They're going for the guns again in the UK. Of course, it won't be. It's not hard to get a gun in the UK. If you want to get one, you could get one. But again, they're going for them again. By the looks of it, expect more in the future in terms of these sporadic out of the blue shootings. And then, of course, it's the problem, reaction, solution, right? They love that. Let me quickly message Kieran. Shit, where is that link? Oh man, I'm terrible. I can never get anything right. How can I do it? I'm gonna have to put it in the chat and then copy it on my phone and WhatsApp it to Kieran. Boo! I'm back again on screen. I'll catch up with some comments first. But yeah, that's what I'm going to try and make Monday night, a bit of covering of social media. Right, so we'll get into Twitter a bit. Hopefully I won't be as late next time and we can get right into it. But it just depends. It depends how it goes, right? We'll only be able to tell when the time comes. But yeah, who else? Emu Cat in the house. Yeah, Zainab seen the video of the two people falling. Let me just put the screen like this a sec. So you can see the comment better. Yeah, there you go. Unfortunately, my face a bit bigger. But yeah, I don't know. It was hard to tell if it was actually two people or not. But I guess it could have been because you did see people hanging on, but it looked really fake as well. It could have been CGI, I guess. You would never fucking know. And today, this world that we're in, it is anybody's fucking guess. Let's face it. James, Frank, great stuff. Gainer. Gainer is fed up. I'm boring, Gainer. I apologise. Although I understand what she means. In this world that we're in. And with it being like deja vu constantly. And different things going on. It can grind you down and beat you down. I get it. I totally get that. I've spent my whole life being beat down, so I've kind of got thick skin. But I really do get it, and it can be tough. But I am always an email away as well, Gainer. If you want to hit me up, feel free to do so anytime. I don't have the answers, but I am willing to chat and speak to anyone, right? Anytime, to be fair. If I'm available, I will certainly answer. No problem. Justine as well, who I seen on Days of Noah yesterday. Great to have you in the house. There we go. What have we got? I missed a comment. I must have missed. Oh, fucking hell. I can never work the comments. It's this keypad. I blame the keypad, right? I will catch up on some and then I'll give Kieran a shout. Dunblane, yeah. Same as Plymouth. Authorities returned a confiscated weapon just before event. Yeah. That's right. The Dunblane shooting. Oh, what was the guy's name? Oh, I can't remember. He was friends with fucking Prince Charles and Jimmy Savile. I forget the guy's name. But yeah, that was a gun grab as well. It definitely was. An absolute gun grab. Lots of stuff at 9/11. Gainer, I think I'll have the job to prove a point. No, whatever you do, do not bend, do not fold, do not give in. Do not, no matter what, no matter fucking what, do not accept it. I know, I get it, I know what it's like, and it can be tough. Family, if you're not on the same page, they can sometimes make things worse. When at the end of the day, we only have genuine concerns. So, yeah, I can't understand that. But whatever you do, do not give in. Do not fold. Do not take the fucking inoculation. I'll probably get a strike for that now. So there you go. But sometimes it has to be said. And yeah, we can joke about it and stuff like that. But I have seen some dreadful, dreadful stories in regards to the fucking juice, the drug. It ain't good. It is not good news. But whatever you do, stay strong. Never give in. Don't accept it. And like I have said before, dig deep for the strength. It is there. It's in us all. Never give in. And if you have gotten this far, fucking hell, you deserve a good pat on the back. Because we are currently going through what is, in my opinion, the biggest deception the world's ever had placed upon it. And fucking I reckon we all deserve a medal, to be honest. A trophy, at least. Yeah, certain things they have to be said, without a doubt. Good to have you, Justine, and Gainer, and Frank. Thanks very much. And Lynn, great stuff. Ban smartphones, emu cat. That would be a good idea. That would be a great idea. That if we had banned smartphones from the beginning, that would have put a fucking spanner in the works for them. But at this stage, they're almost done with smartphones now. They're almost a thing of the past. They're moving on from that. Implants. And yeah, virtual reality, the Google Glass, the fucking arm in your phone. Arm in your phone? The phone in your arm implanted. That is here already. We touched on that about a year ago. Yeah, good to have you, Justine, and it was good to see you on Days of Noah. Great stuff. Smartphones, a main key pillar to the pandemic. Yeah, fucking definitely, Frank. 100%. Darren, I know. So many people I know, even my daughter, I must have missed Darren's comment, James. Oh, there we go. Darren Thompson. Great stuff. Great to have you. Can I get it up? Yeah. Of course I can get it up. I know people who say they will never get job. Then next thing you know, they have had it. Yeah. Yeah, I've not came across anyone that I know personally, but I have spoke to people who have said that. And they have said, oh, so-and-so said that they were never getting it. Then they got it. So not only are people beginning to see what is happening and step away and decide against it, we're also seeing it the other way, where people are then actually giving in and saying, right, fucking, I'm going to take it for whatever reason. They've had enough. They just, I guess they've got to a point where they've been grinded down, maybe by family, peer pressure, and just the constantness of everywhere, at work, fucking everywhere you go, in social gatherings, they would be talking about the wonder job. Even at the football, of course, I was telling everyone to stay well clear of it. A couple of the lads, quite a few of them have had it, and I always ask people when they tell me that they've had the double dose. I always ask them if they'll take a third, and the majority of them, I think 9 out of 10, have said no. But little do they know, they'll have to if they want their update on their passport, because that'll be here as well. That's already here, basically. The passport is here. They said it was a conspiracy theory, the vaccine passport. That's what they tried to say. They tried to say it was a conspiracy theory, but it's not. It's far from it. It is coming. We need to be prepared physically and emotionally as much as we can. Yeah, people are waking up, Justine. But they need to stand up. Yeah. Those who are willing to fight need to fight, in my opinion. Not everyone's going to be capable, but we can all take part in different battles that we're having, because that's what it is. As much as it's a war, we're fighting on many different levels, many different battles, physically and mentally and probably spiritually. So we're getting it from every angle, basically. So yeah, it can be tough. We need to stick together. And like I said, if anyone wants to get in touch, I will put my email address in. And people can get in touch anytime. I know it can be tough. I get that. I really do get it. So I am more than willing to help in any way that I can. I might not be able to be honest. I might not be able to help anyone. But I can try. We can all try, right? Without a doubt, we can all try. We have to try. We've got to try. And like I said, we cannot give in. And sorry to hear about your daughter, James, giving in to the juice. I think that's what you're saying there. It's worrying. It is worrying. Look at the stuff we've covered in the past. We know all about the fucking juice. We know about what it's doing right now. It's only getting worse. If I said right now what it was really doing to people, we'd get a strike. I would definitely get a strike. No doubt about it. But it is doing worst case scenario. It is happening. We are in it now. We are. The agenda is in full swing. And like I said, if you have made it this far, you cannot give in now. You cannot fucking give in. We are the ones that are leading by example. So us giving in is not going to help anyone. We need to also help people who are maybe on the fence, or maybe beginning to see. You've got to watch with them. You've got to be gentle. You've got to kind of break them in gradually, not put too much upon them in terms of the mass deception. That can be easier said than done as well. It depends how much people want to listen, I guess. But yeah, we've all got to try. And yeah, whatever you do, do not give up, Gainer. And I am only an email away. I did speak to you on. Fuck, I can't even remember. That sounds bad. But yeah, I get quite a lot of emails from different people. But Gainer, a long time subscriber who I've had many conversations with in the past. And I know about your medical history as well, which I probably shouldn't, but it's in confidence, of course. So I understand where Gainer is coming from, and life can be tough. Some tougher for others, of course. Uh, we are frightened. We are being pressured. Yeah, a lot of peer pressure going on by family and everyone round about them. It's never nice. It's not great. I hate it. If anyone tries to do it to me, they know about it. They will know about it. But I understand for a lady and someone who is not an idiot like me, an aggressive fucking idiot, basically, is for someone who's not an idiot like me, it can be harder. Of course, I just tell people to get to fuck, or I make them get to fuck. I whack them. No, I'm joking. I've never whacked anyone, of course. That's not me. I certainly wouldn't do that, but I would put my life on the line if it came to it. I'm willing to. I've hung my coat. I've given in to everything, basically. I feel like gradually over the past few years, especially, I've seen my ego sort of drifting away from me. It's hard to explain. I feel like a new person almost, like I've came out my shell, and a lot better frame of mind, less egotistic, and more caring. Uh, I don't know if I'd go that far, to be honest. Justine, this comment, I don't know. Yeah, we can all be an idiot from time to time, right? No one's perfect, but a lot of you are fantastic people as well. We've been speaking now, a lot of us, for about 2 years, maybe longer, and some of you are fucking great. Well, all of you are, to be honest. I've never had a long term even subscriber that's been an idiot or a fucking walloper, if you like. They've always been good people with genuine concerns. Some people have came and gone in the past, and that's fine. We might hear from them again, but if not, that's fine. We can all jump in and out from different things. I mean, when you get down to the fucking meat of it, I would rather people did avoid things like YouTube, things like the internet, fucking Facebook, Twitter, even. Right? It's a cesspit, like I've said, but there is some good tweets that we covered tonight. There is good sides to certain things, but when it comes to the internet, the true nature of the internet, the true nature of the beast, it's not good news for humanity. Mass non-compliance. Yeah, I could go with that. Lynn, thank you for sharing. AKA, my husband already took 2 from the VA. Fucking hell, he's double dosed. You'll have to keep an eye on him. Maybe he's had the placebo, because they're giving that out as well, right? Maybe he got that. Hopefully. Fingers crossed he got the placebo. But yeah, I think you did mention before that your husband was going to get it. Sorry to hear that, AKA. But hey, he's still your husband. Don't never give up on him. That's another thing as well. Even though if someone's fucking juiced up, don't give up on them. Never give up on them. We're all in the same boat here. We're all humans, all in the same boat, juiced or not juiced. Don't be as bad as them. Don't sink to their level and discriminate against other people. We need to take them in under our wing, basically, and not give up on them, not give up on humanity. That might be easier said than done as well, because a lot of these people might piss us off. So we might have to try our best, right? Especially when it comes to family. So why take 2 if you wouldn't take 3? I've had similar conversations. Yeah, I never understand it. They always say, I'm drawing the line at 2. And I always think, well, why would you even have took 1 then? They clearly understand that it is not a good idea. But they've been coerced to a point where they think, right, I'll take 2. And that's it. It's only 2, so surely it's going to be all right. But then little do they know, it's going to be more. It's going to be annually. Fuck me, 3 in less than a year. 3 in less than a year? I've never heard or came across anything like it. So it's proper fucked up, big time. And a lot of people are seeing through it. They're not buying it anymore. They can't buy it anymore. They're not that stupid. So take them under your wing. Tell them, yeah, don't do it. Don't get a third. Fucking stand up against it now. Join us. Join us in the fight to take down this fucking medical tyranny. Like our brother Richard says, he ain't giving in. A lot of us are never fucking giving up. And we all need to be thinking that. Don't give in. Tell yourself that you're never giving in. Fucking tell yourself that no matter what, you are not giving up. Because, hey, the mind is a powerful, powerful fucking thing. It really is. Sometimes you've got to train it, I guess. Keep it on the right track. In my life, I can get a bit carried away, but my kids always ground me. They take me down a notch. Bring me back to reality, in a sense. Nature is another thing. Wildlife. It grounds me. It completes me, in a sense. I always grew up thinking that I would never have kids, and basically didn't want kids, if I'm being honest. But here I am, 3 kids later, married, 34. In my teenage life, if I'm being honest, I didn't think I would see 34. I didn't even think I would see 30. I certainly never ever thought I would have kids. But there you go. So you never ever know what's around the corner in life. But I know it's different today. We're in a different world, even from fucking a few years ago. And again, my biggest concerns is the future for my children, for everyone's children. If I didn't have children, would I be the same person? I don't know. I guess no one could answer that question. I can't even answer that. That's a tough one. I kind of think that I wouldn't be. But again, in life, if it's meant for you, it will not pass you. And what does not kill you can only make you stronger. Tomorrow will be a new day to fucking bounce back. Fucking grab that day by the throat. And fucking squeeze the life out of it. For yourself. Right? And get back on the horse. Keep going. We're all going to take knocks from time to time. The biggest one for me, when I lost my dad, fucking hell. That was grim. That was so tough. But little did I know, I was going to get tougher stuff in the pipeline. And when I got told about my son Billy being diagnosed with cancer, fucking hell, that was the ultimate fucking punch. The ultimate sucker punch. It basically winded me on the spot when the penny dropped in my mind, and when they said that I had to rush my son to the emergency hospital in Aberdeen from Elgin. The penny instantly dropped in my mind. And my wife, who was there, she never knew because she didn't understand. But what the doctor had mentioned was a mass. That's what he called it. A mass. A MASS. A growth. He described it as a mass that had grown on Billy's kidney. And the penny dropped instantly for me. I knew instantly that he was going to say that was cancer. And Lisa was sort of saying, well, what is it? What is it? And I had to say, it's cancer. And the doctor was like, yeah, it's stage 2. I think stage 2 cancer. And fucking hell, that was hard. That was so fucking hard because for a minute at that point, it was touch and go. It was really touch and go because it was quite fucking big as well. It got quite big. So from what they were saying, if shrinking it didn't work, it wasn't going to be great. It wasn't going to be great news. So thankfully they managed to get it down, and then they managed to operate and remove it. And touch wood, since then he's had the all clear, and I think now that's been 3 years all clear. So he's our hero, he's our inspiration, my son Billy. But that was a huge knockout blow for me and my wife when that happened. It was like, fucking hell, have we not been through enough? But no, there was more in the pipeline. And yeah, I guess it has made us stronger. There is a bit of post-traumatic stress, a wee bit. I think in terms of my wife, I'm sure she wouldn't mind me saying, but sometimes it can get to her, and it's stuff from the past. So it can be tough. We can experience bad things in life, and then we've got fucking the agenda to deal with. The reality of the truth as well. It can be like a double whammy. Life can be bad enough itself. And I know it can be hard for people to fucking get their mojo back. And yeah, just live again with a good feeling, a good sense of wanting to live even. I did hear, actually, speaking of that, unfortunately, excuse me, I did hear of a young guy in my town, my hometown, a young guy who tried to take his own life. I think he's only 19. 19-year-old. And I think he's got a business as well, which does quite well, as far as I know. But a lot of the times we can be our own worst enemy. And the mind, like I say, it is a powerful, powerful thing. You have to be careful. And keep it on the right track. Have the right mentality. Stay strong. And you never ever give up. Never fucking give up. No matter what you do. You need to keep fighting. Hey, our day will come. Our day for each and every one of us will come. It just ain't fucking yet. Right? So fear not in that sense. But until your day does come, never give up. Never fucking give up. You'll be someone's hero. You'll be someone's inspiration. And most of you won't even know it, to be honest. A lot of you are my inspiration, my heroes. There's my son Billy. He's 6-year-old. He's my fucking hero. He's my inspiration. He's my reason for living. To watch what he went through and to come out it laughing was nothing short of a miracle, to be fair. But here we are, still going strong. Anyway, got a bit fucking carried away there, to be fair. What was Frank saying? Google Glass fired radiation directly into the back of the eye near brain. No reliable safety glasses standards were passed like cell towers and mobile phones. Yeah, they just fire it through, do they? With everything. I think the American official said that about 5G. He was like, it doesn't matter about safety. We're not waiting for safety tests. We're going for it. We're getting 5G no matter fucking what. We're winning the AI race, the AI war. Yeah, the AI war on us. That's what it is. Yeah, Gainer's not having it. She's not stupid. Zainab. Yeah, Zainab's great as well. And thanks for getting in touch in the past, Zainab, on Messenger. Fantastic. A pleasure to hear from you. Richard in the house. I have accepted I will never go abroad now. Used to go to Australia every couple of years or so. Not anymore. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't think Australia looks too advertising to anyone anymore. I do have a friend, an ex-work colleague who stays in Australia. He seems to, where he stays, it's not too bad, but our friend here, our subscriber, Bandy Boo, is down under, and it's quite bad where she is. So, and from what I can see in terms of the media, it ain't good. How long can we go on here? Actually, I better watch the time to get in touch with Kieran. You've been in his fucking bed. Oh, fuck. Did I message him the link? Where are we? Someone asking about vaccine certificates. I've seen quite a few people asking about that. Where to get one? On the blog. I don't know. What? I'm going to have to fucking put this in the chat. I don't want to get Kieran too late. I'll message him now and see if he's still about. He might not be about. Hopefully we can get him. Get a wee catch up before I run out of time. Yeah, he's still online, so I'll put the fucking link in the chat. I don't think he's watching. How do I do this? Oh, invite. I'm useless. I tell you. Absolutely useless. Can't get the staff. That's what they say, right? I apologise if I missed anyone's comments tonight. We had that many. It's good on StreamYard. It's easier. Although it makes it more complicated. For fucking hell, we had heaps. I never actually realised how much. And Bandy Boo is in the house. Speak of the devil, and she is sure to appear. Right, good morning. Just waking up here in Australia. Great stuff. Great to have you. Jacqueline, Australia is the last holiday I want to go. Yeah, I've always wanted to go. Like Richard, I don't know if I'll be back anywhere. I don't think I'll be able to fucking go anywhere unless we do get one of these fake certificates. But I don't know. How many years are we going to get in the jail for having a fake COVID certificate? I think they would hit us quite hard. 10 years? 15 years? 33 years! I bet you that's what they'll go for. 33 years in the jail. Let me see if I can get this. I need to put it in here. Hopefully Kieran can join. Yeah, great to have you, Zainab. Thank you for joining tonight. Great stuff. And great to have you, Bandy Boo. Zainab as well. Fantastic. Yeah, enjoy your night and sweet dreams, as we like to say. I guess we say that everywhere, right? Don't have nightmares. That's for sure. I can't remember the last time I had a nightmare, to be fair. Yeah, Bandy Boo, she is down under. Let us know how you're getting on, Bandy Boo. And who is now connected with Gainer as well. So we're networking as a community, which is great. Itchy bloody nose. Does that mean I'm going to have a fight with someone when I walk the dog late tonight? Look out. Square go. Right? I've always looked out at night if I'm late walking the dog for anyone that's out late wearing a mask. Surely not, right? Surely fucking not. I'll have a look tonight to see if I can see. If I send Kieran the link to the live, I'll ask him if he's free. Oh, you agree the now. That's not how you spell free, is it? No. Fuck's sake. You agree the now. I need someone to send messages for me. You free at the moment. We'll go with that. And hopefully Kieran can jump in. Fuck, I better copy the link. I don't know if he's there. Hold on. Bear with us, right? I'll check a few comments. Hopefully we don't have any issues, audio issues. Love that we are all around the world here. Yeah, we are. I've got my Pink Floyd t-shirt on today. The Hammers. Let's take down the wall. Yeah, but we really are fucking... We're global, if you like, right? If you want to go with that. We're right across the board. With me being here in Elgin. The headquarters of That's Life, but not as we know it, if you like. We are everywhere. We've got Kieran. And I almost said Australia, but he's not. He's in Ireland. In Bandy Boo, down under. And lots of Americans. In England. I do remember when I checked in terms of the geographic reach in my original channel, it was fucking... I was quite shocked. It was everywhere, being listened to in different languages and stuff like that, which shocked me, to be honest. I guess we have covered some good stuff. I think it's more the information rather than me, to be honest, but I'm happy with that, to be fair. A lot of us are thinking along the same lines, so that's good. An EMF reader. Yeah, I think Kieran has done a video on an EMF reader picking up 5G. We could ask Kieran about that if he's about. I think we might have missed him. I'm hoping not. Fuck, how long can we go? I don't think there's a limit here on the time. Frank will know. Frank can maybe let me know if there's a limit on YouTube. I don't think there is. It was on Spreaker that you had a limit. I think a 3 hour limit. But I think on YouTube you can go till the cows come home. Right? Till I fall asleep at the mic. I doubt we'd have anyone watching then, right? I seen a article a wee while ago about companies basically beaming adverts into people's dreams as they sleep. Oh man. I mean, and people will actually want that. People will want it. Yeah, you can get like a trailer in your mind. So it's like a dream when you're sleeping. It's absurd. Honestly. People are fucking crazy. They really are. But that's what they're going to be doing. I seen that. I think it was last week. certain companies are going to be beaming adverts into your brain, into your dreams, reading your mind as you sleep. Sounds great, right? 2 p.m. here in Oregon. Fantastic. Early, still early, so you've got plenty of time. Justine, when it starts getting to be too much, I go walk in the woods. Yeah, I do similar, to be fair. Get out and about, or work with my music, or listen to music even. That's my sort of getaway. Get out and just sort of unwind from it all. Come down from it, if you like. Sort of pull yourself away from all that's going on. Society, the society that we're in, the society that they've created, it's not a nice place. Fortunately, there is a lot of good people, but society itself is is hard work. Put it that way. Yeah, lots of crazy videos going about in regards to Australia. What are we saying? Queensland just introduced the need for double vax before you can come into this state from New South Wales. Army troops in Sydney up by 500. NT, ACT, NSW, VIC, all in lockdown. So that would be New South Wales and Victoria and I don't know. I don't know the other ones. I would be guessing. But yeah, that sounds quite grim. So quite a lot of places back in lockdown in Australia, which seems to be the only country in fucking lockdown. No restrictions at all here. Bandy Boo needs to come to Scotland. And then when restrictions are lifted, we all need to go to Australia again. Is that how it's going to work? And slowly but surely, we all lose our freedoms bit by bit. But I have seen some fucking crazy stuff about Australia. It doesn't look good. Yeah, not just the spiders and the snakes. Oh yeah, I don't fancy that. My son Billy is terrified of a daddy long legs. Do people know what a daddy long legs is? I don't know if that's just a Scottish beastie or not. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's like a fly. It's like a mosquito with long legs, I guess. I was more concerned about ticks, but didn't see any. Yeah, you've got to watch for ticks. Even in Scotland. Little fuckers. Give you Lyme disease, I think. Seemingly. Probably because of all the fucking shit that's been sprayed about. Right? That wouldn't surprise me. Let me see if Kieran's about. I don't think he is. I think we might have missed him. He was at a meeting, so I don't know if maybe he's still at a meeting. I think he might be. Okay. I don't know. I can't seem to get him. It is a bit later than previously thought. Right, there you go. The syndrome always gets good feedback as well. Lots of people have mentioned it lately. The syndrome getting good feedback on BitChute and other places. It will return as a full episode at some point, but when I'm not so sure. But it definitely will. The roundup that we do in the Friday Fix, that's quite good, but it does deserve its own show. Garter snakes here, they're pretty small. Small enough to stand on, that's alright. As long as they're not poisonous, I think I could deal with that. Let me try and see. I need to get the link and send it, but I can't because I've not got WhatsApp on my laptop. So yeah, I don't know if Kieran can't make it, then we'll maybe look at a few more tweets, and then I think we'll go till about 11. So that would be 3 hours that we would have went if we go till 11 o'clock, which is a good bar shot at, right? We've covered a good few betties tonight. Let's jump back onto the comments. Let me try and get me Weir. There we go. Yeah. Some pics. It was beautiful. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, it's a pity you can't put them in the comments. I mean, it would be easy to do that, right? They have the technology for it, but they don't let it happen. They just don't do it on not Facebook, YouTube. I'm afraid of my ex-wife, James Malcolm. What did you do to her, James? Why is she after you? Try to see if Kieran's about. Possibly not. But yeah, you must have upset her, James. Surely not, right? She's chasing you. Wanting money for them pesky kids. They just geoengineered a daddy short leg spider. Not kidding. Did they? Fuck's sake. Is it like the drone mosquitoes? They've got them now as well. My son's scared of bugs, daddy long legs, moths, spiders, so he calls me at night. I pretend to fight and kill them, then he shouts, "Mum, it's still here." Oh man, that's classic. That actually sounds a bit like my son Billy. I think Kieran is going to let me know. Hopefully he can get. I've never actually took someone on via StreamYard, so I think did I? I don't think I did. But yeah, that cracked me up. That Jacqueline, that's a classic comment. That is a bit like my son Billy, especially a daddy long legs. I don't know what it is about them. I mean, fuck, I was never scared of them as a kid. A wasp, maybe, but not a daddy long legs. You can pick them up. I think they can bite you though. I'm not sure if they're poisonous. I think if you ate them, you might be sick then. Yeah, we'll probably all be eating them in the future. Fuck, I've never had so many in my house, but I am basically in a field now, so I guess it's to be expected. Let me see if I can get hold of Kieran. Yeah, I think I can get a hold of him. If you wait, if you bear with me 2 secs. I can't really type and do something else. I'm incapable. There we go. Right, let me put the link for Kieran so you can join if he wants to join. I'll tell him that the link is in the chat. So yeah, thanks very much. We'll get Kieran on and have a chat. I love Kieran. And next week I might try and get, for the Monday night, Monday's mainly going to be trying to get a guest as well. On next week I might get Ian from The Last Jacobite. It'll be good to have Ian on again. Yeah, I love Ian as well. He's fantastic. So it would be good to get a catch up with him, because I'm not on Facebook anymore. So I can't even watch The Last Jacobite. It's gone. Well, here we go. Yeah, I think I've got Kieran now. Hip hip hooray. I've managed something. So I'll get Kieran on. Fantastic. Hopefully he can hear me. Yeah. Are you all good to go? He's getting set up, so that's great. We've got Kieran in the house. Fantastic. Great stuff. I'll let Kieran get set up. And yeah, I think that's him. So we'll let him on now. Hi, Adam. Are we there?
Hello.
Great stuff. I'll get rid of the big screen. There we go. Fantastic.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'll put you on my headphone. There we go. Because that might cause audio issues. Yeah, I think you're loud and clear. Let me just ask if people in the chat can let us know if you can hear both me and Kieran. And so you was at a meeting tonight, Kieran, did you say?
Yep, we're meeting about some action, some proactive activism that we're about to indulge in the politicians' offices and the schools.
And is that to do with the wonder job?
It's to do with the cure, yeah, the cure for the powers that be.
Yep. And is that as well to do with testing?
Testing. Well, we're focusing on the masks and the vaccine at the moment. That's kind of urgent. So we kind of want the most important ones, the vaccine.
Yeah.
So your channel's probably going to get taken down after this.
I was just saying.
You know,
I just said earlier on that I've probably already said something that is worthy of a strike from these fuckers. So we'll just have to. We can try and box clever, but of course we need to say what needs to be said. So
yeah,
it's got to be done.
Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to write letters of. Let me let people know something.
Yeah,
every school in Northern Ireland does not have liability insurance since 4G technology was brought into the schools. So, because they have no liability insurance, they have no legs to stand on. And we're going to send them letters of liability with consequence. And the important thing is they need to be sent by recorded delivery, signed by them when they receive it. And it also needs to be emailed. And they also must accept the email. So they cannot tell anybody they didn't receive it. So we're sending them in. It's one last attempt to save children. That's all it is. And we're going to leave it with them. We're going to warn them if they don't reply within 7 days with what we want, which is evidence. The vaccine is not an experiment. Evidence the virus has been isolated before you impose any of these rules on children. And we want an outcome. What are you going to do about it? If they don't reply, we're going to send them one final written warning which states all this evidence is being gathered, it's being filed, and it's going to be used against you as a living person, a living man or a living woman, and your capacity as a head teacher. in future. If any child gets damaged in your possession, any child at all with the masks, with the tests, with the vaccine, you will be held responsible. That's what they're left with. Leave that in their heads, leave that in their minds, their conscience, and let it roll on.
And would they have to sign that letter?
Well, they're going to receive it. It'll be signed by recorded delivery.
Mm-hmm.
So that means the postman will have them sign it.
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to say that they never got it.
Yep, that's right.
Right. And
so that's where we are, and there's other things going on we can't really talk about.
All right, yeah.
There's
but that's good. I have noticed I watched a live stream with you on Windows on the World, and I noticed that you were doing a bit of, I think, activism, you could call it, I guess.
Well, I think, is it the one I was telling people got arrested for this? So it's important that everybody has the camera. You know, there was 6 people arrested for threats to kill, entering a private building, which is not a private building, it's a school, and other things, menace, stuff like that. But we videoed it all. We videoed it all, and all the teachers in the school told lies, got everybody arrested, but the police didn't investigate it. They listened to the teacher's word. The teacher's word was enough. But all our guys reminded the police when they were being interviewed, we have it in camera. So let's see your statements. And their statements don't match. Nothing happened that they said, it was all made up. So all the charges are dropped.
Yeah.
But they didn't go back to the teachers and charge them with telling lies and obstructing the course of justice.
Yeah.
But they don't do that because COVID, you know.
Yeah, they use that excuse quite a lot with everything. Oh, it's because of COVID. Oh, we can't do that because of COVID. But they use it when it suits them.
Yeah. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a lot of heart attacks, strokes, brain aneurysms, and the local communities.
Yeah.
Young people are dying. We had 2 people in Cork in their early 30s to live in the same home. 2 brothers at Nigel.
Jesus.
2 brothers, heart attack each, dead after the 2 vaccines.
Fuck's sake.
We had a guy in Strabane, where I'm from, same age as me, fit as a fiddle, dead 2 weeks after the vaccine. We've had loads of strokes. My own father wouldn't listen to me, and now he's finding it hard to walk. It's just going on, and it goes on and on and on.
Was your dad, was that a double dose as well, or?
Double dose.
Fuck's sake.
Yep. There's loads of them. Stories go on and on. There's loads of them.
In the chat just a wee while ago, we were discussing that a lot of the vax, they're nothing but ill now. Health problems fucking galore.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing it locally with people, and they don't look well. The people that have been jabbed that I knew, and it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
I don't know why they wouldn't listen, but again, they've been coerced and blackmailed and fucking. I guess they think that the government and big pharma wouldn't do it to them, but I mean, what do you tell someone?
They look different. They look different.
Yeah.
Their faces have changed. They don't look the same. They're completely different. And we're watching people suffer in front of us. I'm on the sick from my work because I'm watching them all suffer. They're wearing masks all day. They've got their vaccines. They don't see the forest through the trees, and they're going ahead with their job. And I keep questioning it. And there's conflict happening because I won't do anything I'm told. Yeah. And they haven't got a leg to stand on because I have all the evidence. I have peer-reviewed studies on masks. I have all the evidence on the vaccines, and I give it to them, and they hand it back. They won't read it.
Yeah, they don't want to know.
I don't want to be there. I'm trying to figure out what to do. Well, everybody should be. Everybody should be getting food the whole show.
I remember that I watched a video you done. I think it was about a couple of months ago, and you phoned up. I think it was one of the vaccine factories, or the company, or the job house, and you was asking them if there was any side effects, and they were basically saying no, and you were like, "Well, wait a fucking minute. I've got the
Yep.
yellow card scheme right here. This, that, and the fucking next thing. So why are you telling people that there's not when there clearly is?" And I thought
Yes.
that was really good. But the person on the phone actually genuinely sounded like she didn't know.
Yeah. Can I even worse than that? Is that the one with children's disability health? It's a disability service for children,
Yeah, I think it might have
and
been.
it was them that are encouraging people to get the vaccine for the
Yeah,
disabled
yeah.
child.
That's
It
right.
was them that I challenged, and the person on the other end did not. I don't think they knew. Sounded like a nice guy.
Yeah, that's
He
right.
was
Yeah.
shocked when I told him. He was shocked. I phoned Sinn Féin as well, and the guy didn't know. And he got the yellow card system up on his computer, and he was shocked as
Yeah, that's
well.
right. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
yeah.
know that. I didn't know that. Well, there you go. That's good because he's going to tell his family. He's going to tell his co-workers, and probably get sacked as well.
Yeah, likely. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, so
that's what we're doing. We need to keep at them.
yeah, that's I was saying as well. We can't give up, and we need to just keep pushing because that guy, he genuinely sounded like he didn't know. He'd probably never even heard of it.
Exactly.
So if we can keep pushing it out there, I mean, we can never give up, can we?
Nah, man. This is when they're going for children. They're going to murder children. They're coming
They're
out to
going for
murder
them
children.
now. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
people need to start. You see, the parents are the idiots. They're the ones that are letting them do it. But the children haven't got the sense. They believe their parents. They trust their parents.
Yeah.
But we're the ones that need to go over and try and help them. I was at the vaccine centre 2 weeks ago. I went down
Yeah,
with a
that's
yellow
right.
card.
Yeah.
I went down. A doctor, Anne McCluskey. Dr. Anne gave me the yellow card. She done loads of leaflets. I had 1,000 of them. And we went to the vaccine centre. They're all lining up. I addressed everybody. I addressed the crowd. "Excuse me, can I get your attention?" I read it all out. I got 20 of them to go home. So that was the result.
Yeah, that's
The
good.
vaccine people, the fucking murderers, came out to the door and told everybody, "Oh, we've only 10 vaccines left." And then I jumped in. I said, "Hold on, everybody. There's only 10 vaccines left because I'm here and because I've got the information. They don't want you going in with this information." And what happened?
Yeah.
They brought another 50 in. So they were
Fuck's
trying to get me to go away. They phoned the police, 4 cops. 4 cops landed. We dealt with them in minutes. Common law stuff. They couldn't ask us for a name. We didn't commit a crime. We asked them to leave and they left. So
And did the police engage in any way in terms of the vaccine when you spoke to them?
tried to give one of the guys came back and he asked for my name again, and I told him again, under the law, you cannot ask for my name without a crime. But I offered him a leaflet.
Yeah.
So take that leaflet there. He says, "I can't," and he winked at me and I walked away. He understands.
So that's quite good then.
Yeah, and there's another policewoman on Saturday in Republic of Ireland, and she said, "We know what's going on. She knows what's going on. They know. We all know." I said, "What are you doing here then?" She said, "We're not bothering anybody. We're standing over here, which is true. They didn't come near anybody in the protest, but they understand and they're not taking their vaccine. We're not taking that poison," she told me.
That's great.
So,
I'm glad to hear that.
yeah.
It will be interesting. I don't know if in Scotland, I think they've started inoculating the police already.
Fuck.
And I know
You
they're
see-
going for carers again.
Yeah. My job's social care.
Yeah.
So, in the Republic of Ireland, they brought on the Discrimination Act. The vaccinated can't go in the restaurants, pubs, anywhere like that. So that's in Ireland. And my job's in Ireland. So the young people that I take away, I can't take them anywhere. So,
right, yeah.
is there any point in going back? You know?
Fuck's sake. So what
It's,
sort of what's it
Nazi
like?
stuff.
Yeah, what's it like restriction wise where you are then? Is it as bad?
I'm in the Republic. I'm living in
Yeah.
the Republic of Ireland,
Yeah.
but in Northern Ireland, it's okay. You can go in the pubs and all. You sign in. They want you to sign your name. Track and trace bullshit. But
Yeah.
you write Mickey Mouse or Donald Duck or
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Mickey Mouse 999.
Yeah.
That's the
You know,
number.
our red yellow card system on it.
That's a good idea actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be a good idea. Write the latest fucking figures. There you
Yep.
go. Fucking send that
was
away.
a fucking idea. Just come in there.
Yeah.
1,500 dead.
Fuck's
Bears.
sake.
What's the Bears one? That's up at
Oh,
45,000.
Jesus, yeah.
And
they
what's the
say what?
European one? European one's 20.
Fucking hell.
Yep,
And
and that's only 1%.
Aye, they reckon between 1 and 10 is only reported 1 to 10%.
Yep,
So
it could
really,
even be less.
the true figure is likely fucking eye-watering.
Millions worldwide.
Yeah, I would
I'm
imagine.
seeing them. My town's only got 20,000 on it, and I'm hearing about it all the time.
Fuck's
But no,
sake.
there's a problem. One guy sent us a message during the week. He's in the hospital because of the vaccination. He says, "Don't get the vaccination, guys. Don't get it. His heart's going fucking crazy." So he sent us a follow-up message. Don't be telling nobody. Don't be telling nobody.
Oh, fuck's
That's
sake.
the problem. They're afraid.
Oh, man.
I don't want people.
Yeah.
I don't want people thinking they nearly died with a vaccine. That's so great. I want everybody. I don't want people calling me a conspiracy nut.
Yeah,
But I
are
nearly
they
died there. You know.
yeah, it's like they're ashamed or something. Are
They're
they
probably ashamed, embarrassed because I
embarrassed?
should have
Yeah,
listened to Kieran Boyle. He said,
yeah,
should have
yeah,
listened to me.
exactly.
I've
Yeah.
told them all numerous times.
And I guess they would feel stupid because all they had to do was just wait. If they just fucking wait, but they can't even do that. They can't
Nope.
even fucking wait. They are so brainwashed, I guess.
Hypnotized.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Yep.
Here, I'll
They-
tell you a bit of the psychology. I've been reading a book, A State of Fear. The Laura Dodsworth, The State of Fear. It's good. And then I was looking at some scientists' documents, and they're talking about how they were able to, after the first scare back in March, when they told everybody there's a virus going to kill 500,000. I was driving to work and there was nobody in the streets, nobody on the roads. I was driving laughing to work, going, are these people fucking crazy? And then the psychology, right? So when they tell them there's a deadly virus, they get afraid, right? After a while, they let them out. They released the lockdown and they let them out with all restrictions. There's a big calm after the storm. There's a calm. Once there's another storm comes in, they become more entranced into the system. They get more afraid. You would think after a year they get less afraid.
Yeah.
Not whenever you bring in a new scare, it builds on the fear from the very beginning, and they're hypnotized. They can't
Yeah.
see. They cannot see.
Yeah, it's like each one's like a punch, another
Yep.
punch to sort of take them out. Because you think there's the old saying, once bitten, twice shy. But these people, there's no seeing whatsoever. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what happens to them, they still will not fucking see it. And I think
Fool
again,
me
a lot
once.
of it
Hey,
again
fool me
is
once, shame on
they're
you. Fool me
embarrassed.
twice, shame on me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yep,
So maybe that's why they won't admit what they've done.
yeah, too
Shame is
shameful.
on them.
Yeah. We touched on it as well. I've had a lot of discussions with people who have had the 2 doses, and then I ask them if they'll take the third, and they say no. I've drawn the line at 2, and it's like, well, nope, you're gonna have to take more. So a lot of them don't get it. Yeah, they do not get it. They do not
No.
get it. They think
You
that they can
see-
draw a line at 2, but that's not going to happen.
My friend
It's,
here, he was talking to a lady in Limavady, you call it. It's in Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
And she wants the flu jab and the COVID jab before
Oh, for
Christmas.
fuck's sake.
He
Oh,
wants
fuck
both.
it.
But hey, guess what? They're going to be doing that. They're doing they're getting COVID-19 and the influenza in one syringe. They're mixing it up and they're putting nanobots
Jesus.
on and they're going to give it to them.
A fucking killer cocktail.
Yeah, they're doing it. They are doing it. It's scientifically being tested. Well, you know what I mean, tested.
Jesus. Oh, man. That's unbelievable, that. Well, the
She
sheep
won't
will
be
love
seeing
that.
She won't be seeing Christmas.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. When do you reckon, I guess you reckon that we'll be in lockdown again?
Yeah, September when the genocide starts, when people start dropping more often, they'll use that. They'll say Delta, Delta, Delta. Delta broke through the 2 vaccines.
Yeah.
The 2 vaccines isn't enough. We need the 3rd because there's too many people dying. The Delta variant got them. Locked down, a strict one, strict with a army in the streets, like Australia and the USA. COVID camps everywhere. I must send you the document from the CDC back in July last year, and they have it all set up. There's going to be green zones. There's going to be COVID centers, COVID camps. They have it all set up in July. This is March, April, 4 months into the pandemic. They had it all done up. So we're all going to go to camps unless we get a tribe, build a tribe, and go and get a bit of land, and away you go and live off grid.
Yeah, I actually spoke to one of my work colleagues about that. He's an ex-farmer, so it's sort of in the back of our minds. If shit does hit the fan, fucking we'll hook up and we'll get a wee community together. But I guess there'll be military on the streets as well. So you'll be having to avoid the military and avoid. I guess they would quash any sort of community that tried to break off.
Well, that's why we're doing that at the minute. We're looking for land, and we've already got food. We're already growing food. We've already got a boat, fucking sailing boat. We're going to go Wally Fog around the world in 80 days. We're getting prepared. So if you're not prepared, folks, you have to do it right away. Today, not tomorrow, right away.
Yep, I agree.
No time. There's no time to lose. We've got 2 months at the very latest before the mayhem.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Yeah, so do you reckon maybe October sort of time? Is that what you think?
They might. They need to make the death rate and Delta look obvious.
Yeah.
So whenever people drop, they're hoping that people start getting flus and colds and get really sick and get heart attacks, and then they can call it Delta. But at the minute, they're not saying it because they want more people. The children know they're still getting the second, so they can't expose what's going on yet. Let them get it first, and then when we see the deaths, then we'll go, oh look, Delta, Delta. We need the number 3. Number 3. Number 3 is going to kill them off.
So likely sometime through the winter.
Yeah, it's hard to say, but I think September, October will definitely be locked. Definitely locked down.
Yeah, I think you might be right. I think a lot of people have been thinking that as well. Apart from the sheep, they think that's it. It's done.
Oh,
it's
they think
finished.
it's nearly over. And here, I'll tell you, Mrs. McCluskey, Dr. McCluskey's telling me she works part-time. She's semi-retired. She goes into the hospital, and every patient she's getting are all vaccine damaged. All of them. She says there's very little of anything else. She recognizes what a vaccine damage is. The other doctors don't. It's old age. It's just old age, you know. She knows what it is. And she puts it on the yellow card system. None of the doctors are putting it on the yellow card system.
Yeah.
None of the nurses. None of them. She's giving me all this information. And like he was talking, guy in here tonight, he was talking to a nurse yesterday. She's thinking of leaving because everybody's getting damaged with these vaccines. Blood clots, heart attacks, strokes, and she can't take any more. It's not fair.
Yeah. Well, we did say that in the past that the way it's going, eventually a lot of the good people who have got a fucking heart in this NHS, they're going to come out because they're not going to manage it. It's going to get the better of them, and they're going to be like, nah, this is not for me. I can't be part of this. And them nurses, they need to come out and tell the truth. And I reckon that a lot of them will, but will they get heard? I don't know.
Well, Gareth Fike has 5 or 6 on there tonight. Whistleblowers. All whistleblowers. And people are afraid because of the children. That's where their conscience is coming in. Children are going to get damaged and they're going to kill children. Babies are going to get killed if they go that low. They've killed 300. Fox News reported 300 dead in America. Children. It's on my BitChute channel.
Yeah.
Go and scroll down and watch the Fox News one. And they're admitting myocarditis, that disease. Thousands are getting that. It's a damage to the heart that stays for life.
I think they're trying to say that myocarditis is a COVID symptom now.
Yeah. When there's no virus, you can add any symptom.
Yeah, true. That is true. I'll put your BitChute in the chat for anyone that wants to join it. Most of them will already know of it. I'm pretty sure, but if I can manage it, there we go. I've linked in your BitChute. In your latest video, I watched that today. In terms of the Taliban, fucking hell, where do you start?
Well, I got a pop-up on my phone just about an hour ago. Joe Biden. Joe Biden's very, very, very concerned. Joe Biden, who can't tie his laces. He's got a brain the size of a fucking goldfish. He doesn't know what they're going to do. Help! They've never beat the Taliban in their whole fucking history. Right? The Taliban, in my opinion, are fighting for their country to get them puppets away. The puppets that were put on after they murdered all their children. They now want to go back in. They want a distraction, a smokescreen. So we have him. We have the story about Prince Andrew. We have the Julian Assange. We have there's another story there that's breaking. That's keeping everybody looking over that way.
Yep, distraction.
Climate change scam. All that. All the hoaxes are being upped. They're up in the ante because they're bringing people's attention somewhere else, and then they're going to inject them and kill them. That's what they're going to do, the fuckers.
It's in terms of Afghanistan, there was a tweet that we covered tonight, and a guy reckoned that America's moving out, Britain's moving out, and China's going to move in and fucking be the new force in Afghanistan.
It's possible, but I know that Iran have a wee bit of a relationship in there.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised because Iran and China are allies. They work together. They're meant to be. God only knows. I think they all work together anyway. But
some of them closer than
war
others.
with China, Iran and Russia would help China.
Yep.
That's the way it works. But I don't know what they're up to, you know.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's a bit early at the moment.
Yeah.
But there's like a mass exodus. They're taking everyone out. So a void's going to be created. Who's going to fill it? Is I guess time will tell. In that
Here's
sense.
a possibility here. Here's a possibility that Iran and Israel are enemies, right? So if they can start a war with the Afghanistan again, and Iran butt their head on, then they can get an excuse to go at Iran because the USA want Iran.
Yeah,
they all want Iran.
I guess
this is the last country on the list.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So if they could get a world war, the whole thing's falling apart. These not agree. This COVID-19 bullshit.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
The evidence is everywhere.
Yeah.
There's whistleblowers everywhere. People are starting to see it. Even I'm hearing people where I'm from, that laughed at me, questioning it. They're questioning it. So they need an order.
Who's fucking laughing now?
Start fighting. Start blowing up the world. Maybe they could go for that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty clear to us, but it will be interesting to see where they take it from here. I'm not really sure. I thought maybe Russia, but
possible. It's
could be
possible
China.
to cause scare tactics as well.
Yeah.
Nobody wants a war with Iran, or nobody wants wars at all.
Yeah.
So it's a big concern for anybody. Like, they don't want this happening again. The many times they've done it and they've been on the wrong. They've been caught lying about weapons of mass destruction, all that. So they don't want any more of this, the people. So maybe they're just trying to distract them a wee bit, and they're going to bring in something really bad. I know in Ireland they're trying to amend the constitution.
All right.
They're trying to change things in it.
Oh,
because we used it against them in the first lockdowns. They couldn't stop us because we knew. So they're trying to tweak it a wee bit, but they can't do that. But they're going to try anyway.
Yeah, so they might put that under the rug and sort of slide it through while everybody's watching the fucking Taliban.
Yeah. I'll tell you what else they're going to do. This is possible. Get your money out of the bank, because they might be going on to take people's money. They can use all the excuses. Look, climate change, and look at all the money we spent over COVID. We need to get money back, and they can just swipe your money. I heard them on about it 2 years ago. They were talking about it. And the Rich Allen show, a guy explained it, said that there was a recording of a politician saying, we'll just go on and take the money. We'll just do it quietly. So how better do it now when they've distracted us?
That actually rings a bell, that show. And I mean, they've already got a lot of control over everyone's money already. But in terms of the new setup that they're going to have with the crypto money, fucking hell, the control they'll have over that is unbelievable. It's so much control that it could, I mean, they can shut it off in an instant if it's going to be linked up to your social credit score. People like me, I'll be fucked. I'll never have any money. It'll always be out of date before I can spend it. I mean, that's what they're on about, crypto coins that have got expiry dates.
Yeah,
I mean, so that
I'll
would
tell you
mean
what's
that
going to be very, very expensive. It's going to be like gold. Food. You get as much food as you can right away. There's people going to be starving.
Yeah.
They're going to stop all the food supplies getting in. Stop the lorries. All the workers are going to get pinged. They're going to do something really extreme where the food's going to be so short and so dear, expensive, that poor people are going to be starving. Vigilante groups formed, people trying to rob others, people killing each other. This is what they want. The Rockefellers said that back in 1968, I think it was, that we want them, let the idiots kill each other.
Yep. Fucking hell, the Rockefellers, they've got a lot to answer for.
Yep. These bastards are behind a lot of it.
Fucking hell. Especially when it comes to Big Pharma. Jesus.
Fuck. I wrote a book there, and I'm there. I've got all the...
Yeah. I need to get a hold of your book. Do you want to maybe share that?
I think I can... I'll send you a link.
Yeah. Could you, if you WhatsApp it to me, I can put it in the chat if you want.
What do we see? This is my phone I'm using here, so...
Aye. We'll give you a
Hold
minute.
on. Can you still see me anyway when I go out?
Aye, we'll still see you. Aye, we can still see you. But I'll just, a lot of good comments. A lot of people asking for your channel, but you're no longer on YouTube because they fucking removed you. Similar to my original channel. But I have put in your BitChute, and yeah, a lot of people happy with what you've got to say, which is great. I knew a lot of people would like you because you speak the truth, and that's what we love here. We definitely like the truth, and it's good to hear from someone else what's going on locally and getting their opinion on it, because fuck, there's people from all over the world in the chat, so it's like a meeting basically, and it's good to get a guest on, so it's not just my ugly fucking face. If you can't get it,
here. I'm the oil painting knitter.
Well, that makes
trying to find your link where I was talking. Shit.
If you can't get it, I could put it in. I will link it in as well after.
Oh no, I'll put it
in the
in.
comments.
It's in.
You got it? Oh yeah, there it goes. Oh, great stuff.
It's on
And you can't
Gumtree
get,
there.
yeah. Can I pin it? I think no. I can't pin it. But aye, there it is there. That's fantastic. I'll get a hold of it. Do you want to give us a wee breakdown on it? Are you there?
I can't get back on. I don't know where the fucking thing is.
Did I
Where
mute
was it?
myself? Did you jump off it?
Slide
Have
chat.
you, did you get it?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're still on. You're still there, Kieran.
I'm not from Derry, by the way.
You're still
I
there.
can't really hear you, mate.
Can you, do you want to join back up?
Yeah, I'll click back. Where was it again? Send me the link again, please.
Right, I'll send you it again. Okay. We'll take Kieran off. He lost the tab for it, so it's went away. We'll get Kieran to join again. We've went a wee bit longer, but it's great stuff. So I think we'll go a wee bit longer as well, maybe until past, but then we'll have to wrap it up. Let me see if I can send this to Kieran. And we'll get him to jump back on. Kieran's great. I've always enjoyed. Me and Kieran have had conversations on WhatsApp in the past. In fact, going back about a year, and it's always a great conversation that we have. It's fantastic. So I will send him it. Fuck, it's me that's struggling now with technology. I always struggle with technology. That's nothing new, of course. Where's the link? Is that it? Yeah. There you go. But I'll have to put the StreamYard link in. There we go. So Kieran, oh, there he goes. Actually, he's there. He's back again. We've got you.
It's very quiet. I can't really hear you.
Can you not hear? It's maybe my audio.
Your audio, yeah.
I don't know. Let me check in the chat. Was the audio okay before?
I can hear you a bit.
Yeah. I don't know why that is.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Let me reconnect.
Actually, go ahead. I can hear a bit.
I reconnected my headphones. They're saying it's loud and clear, but I don't know. We've got an audio issue. They're saying it's good, but Kieran can't seem to hear me.
I can hear you a bit.
Just a bit. I don't know why that is though. Is it your volume maybe? They're saying to turn your volume up.
No, it's not my volume. Hold on, I'll have this phone slap to see.
Is it the Is it the speaker? Will I have to shout? Do you think? It's all good your end. I can hear you quite well. I'm unsure. Maybe have you got headphones there?
I can hear you a wee bit.
Aye. Is it too low?
Can't hear me now at all.
I don't know.
Here, I'll disconnect and I'll reconnect.
Right, okay. Reconnect. Okay. So Kieran's going to reconnect. Audio issues. We would have audio issues, of course. Wouldn't be that's life, but not as we know it. Without audio issues. It always happens. Typical. Let me see. Let me just quickly actually take this. Oh, wait, there he goes. Have we got Kieran back?
I just can't hear him, folks. Not the best.
No, can you not hear me?
So disconnect, reconnect.
I'm unsure.
We're saying some bad stuff. I never even
Are you
thought of
hearing it? Are you hearing me now?
Our YouTube and their wee cronies starting to cut the sound, people.
Yeah, it looks like
there you
it.
go. There
Is
you
that
go.
it? Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
I just had to reconnect my screen. So, yeah, that's cool. We sorted it. We fixed something. Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably the last supper. It's probably the last supper on YouTube anyway. When they see me, it's usually
Yeah.
the end. You know.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Jim Fetzer had the record, but I think I'm not far behind him.
Yeah. Jim has taken down every channel he's ever been on.
Oh yeah. It took down all my channels. It took down
Yeah.
2 of my channels.
Yeah, I actually
Jim
remember
Fetzer.
watching. I remember watching your interview with Jim. That was quite good. But of course, Jim
Yeah.
gets into Sandy Hook and all the rest of it. Fucking even mentioning Sandy Hook, that's probably it. Gone.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, I found Jim through Sandy Hook quite a few years ago. And
Yeah.
what did you think about the shooting that just happened here in the UK?
I didn't even look into that. I didn't really
Yeah.
look into that.
The
But
Plymouth shooting.
what
Yeah, it was-
happened?
seemingly some guy in Plymouth shot 6 people in 6 minutes. Seemingly. And
What?
yeah, it just seemed a
Minutes?
bit. It seemed all a bit strange, but I think what is it? They're trying to link the guy with something now. But I thought they might try and link the guy with anti-vaxxers. I think that time might come yet.
Yep. It's
You
coming.
think-
They've been
yeah.
up on the ante. They want a 2-tier society.
Yeah.
Just watch Aldous Huxley's Brave New World, and it
Mhm.
talks about the 2-tier society. And we're already seeing it, discrimination, and people are agreeing with it. People are
Yeah,
going along.
yeah.
No problem.
They're wanting it.
So it's good to get away from it. It's great to get away from them because they talk about the Lotus Lord. Oh, did you watch the X Factor? Did you watch the X Factor? Did you watch Love Island? Oh, they're all going crazy that there was a fight in Love Island and people are complaining. This is disgraceful, you know.
That's
But
right, yeah, I've seen that.
while this is disgraceful, their whole family's lives are being ruined. Their children are under attack. Their fucking families are dying. Their elderly are being murdered by Matt Hancock and Dr. Fauci and all this, and they don't see it. They're just going along with it. So tough shit. If you're going to be that stupid, you can go and watch Love Island and die in your sleep after it, whatever. I don't care. Children are the focus. Need to help the children. They don't know any better.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that. I mean, I really can't understand people who watch Love Island in programs like that. It's beyond belief. They're that fucking
See,
brainwashed.
people want the vaccine because people have egos. People need to keep up. I want to look well. I want to have a nice vehicle. I want to have a nice home. And if I don't have that job, I'd rather die than not be who I am and be in front. I want to be popular.
Yeah.
So I'd rather die. I'd rather take a chance that I might die. 'Cause I can't live. They can't live being normal. They can't live on fucking beans and toast. They have to have the best of the best. Live in debt, live under pressure, and then die young. That's all they want. So fuck off, away and go and do it.
I think you're spot on with that. I actually said to a friend about maybe 2 months ago that these people, they're selfish. They're fucking selfish. That's what they are. They're some of the most selfishest people you would ever fucking meet. And she was like, "Oh, how are they selfish? How are they selfish?" And she just didn't understand. She doesn't understand where I'm coming from. But in my eyes, all I see is greed and selfishness in people that I guess a lot of them have lost hope as well, sort of forced into a corner where the freedom's getting dangled and this, that, and the next thing, and they just think, well, I'm going to get it, and it's sad when people cave in to it, because a lot of them people will now be regretting it, fucking up in the hospital. Fuck.
Yes,
wishing that they had listened to Kieran. Yep.
A guy said to me during the week, he was angry. He was angry. Why the fuck do you care about people? That's what he said. What does that tell me about him? That tells me that this cunt thinks there has to be an alternative motive for me to care about people. I've been an activist for Palestine, Yemen. I've done it all. You know how long I'm doing this. I'm doing it a long time. And I lost my job. I lost my family, my relationship. I lost my home. I lost all them things. And I'm doing it for myself. I'm doing it because I'm selfish, right?
Unbelievable. Some people, honestly. I bet you felt like planting the guy.
Yep. But, you know, it was a relation. Somebody related to me.
All right.
Somebody that doesn't like the proper. I started a massive debate in this town on a whole pile of occasions, but the biggest one was the vaccine centre. And these people hate to see this stuff going on because I'm not doing it for attention. I'm doing it to save people's lives, right? But these people think I'm doing it for attention. You know, I've lost everything.
Yeah, it's attention
here,
you wouldn't want.
I don't know whether I'll be here in a month or two. I'll have no money left. I'm going to have to get a camper van and get in the camper van because I know I'm going to be homeless. So this is how much I'll go that far. I'll take anything on the chin, whatever it takes to wake people up and change what's happening. It doesn't look good, but it looks bad for the powers that be are panicking.
Yeah,
that's where I see a bit of hope, and a lot of people are starting to question it. So how long can they let it go on? Can't let it go on too long before people start understanding. You know what? Throw your ego away and get up and say, right, I took a vaccine, I was wrong, and it's time to get the bastards. Don't be attacking me. Attack the politicians. Attack the BBC. You know, they don't see that, but
yeah, I couldn't agree more with that, to be honest. I can't believe that guy's saying to you, why do you care? Fucking hell. Why would anyone care in that case? It's crazy.
If we understood the gravity of it is
true.
biblical. It's biblical. And they don't see the gravity. They don't care. What about your children? I tell them. What about your grandchildren? I had two guards in tears when I mentioned the grandchildren. You know, what about your grandchildren? And then the guy starts, a man about 60, as I start balling up, he shook my hand and he says he doesn't know what to do. You know, so, and that was last year. But this year we had a couple in Dublin, we had a couple crying, we had a guy saying he's going to leave the job because there was something like 30,000 people outside the convention centre fighting for their freedoms, and the guards were guarding pedophiles in that building. Leo Varadkar, Michal Martin, all these pedos. That's what I call them. Fuck them. And you know what? They'll probably get me shot. I don't care.
Yeah, it's a bit different in Ireland if you start fucking saying stuff, but the truth's the truth at the end of the day. We'll call a spade a spade. And Westminster's the same. The Scottish Parliament, that'll be the same. They'll all be fucking at it. They're all peas in a pod at the end of the day.
Sturgeon has a gun to her head. She has done something really bad in her life.
Oh, yeah.
She's a fascist. She is a scumbag, Jimmy Cranky, lookalike old cunt. And she'll do anything to keep her master happy.
Yeah. Yeah, from when I looked into her, she is riddled with Rockefeller and Rothschild connections. Her and her husband as well. Well, seemingly it's her husband, but from what I've came across, Nicola is actually a lesbian. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of deception going on. As with everything, it's so fucked up. A lot of people would find it
Probably
hard
like
to believe.
Hillary Clinton probably likes young girls.
Oh yeah, yep. I
You
seen
know?
a story about Hillary. Uh, 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 Seemingly she cut someone's face off. I don't know if you've ever came across that. A young girl.
Soft photographs.
Oh yeah, it was horrid. It was
Yeah.
absolutely grim. But I
But
wouldn't put it
we're
past
not
these
dealing with
people.
people. We're not dealing with human beings here.
Yeah,
We're
that's
dealing
it.
with blue hybrids, whatever the fuck they are, inbreds. But they have no empathy. They don't care at all. They've none at all.
Yep.
All they care about is getting rid of us because we're different. We've got empathy. We have love. We have God. We have this. They have the Antichrist. They praise. They love him. They're all Freemasons. They're all one big gang, and we ain't in it. And I'm glad I'm not in it because you have to murder children to be in that. Every one of them have been involved in child murder and sacrifice.
They'd
Ted
have to
Heath.
Yeah.
Ted Heath.
Oh,
Look at him. Look at Lord Mountbatten. He's the godfather of Prince Charles. And he was his advisor. And Jimmy Savile was an advisor of Prince Charles. And Ted Heath was a friend of him. Maggie Thatcher was a friend of Ted Heath. The whole lot of them are at it.
yeah. I remembered David Icke done an interview and he said that he seen Ted Heath once through he was at some studio and he seen him through the doorway and he was in like his dressing room, Ted Heath was, and he said he looked him in the eyes and it was his eyes were pure black and it was like no one was there and it was just like a fucking evil entity.
Yep.
And I don't know
They're not human.
Yeah, that's what I would put it down to.
They're like, they could be reptilian, they could be Watiko, Archons, fucking Nephilim, whatever it is. But in the Bible, they call them the Nephilim, and you know, what do you call them? The Muslims and all, they call them the Watiko. There's other names for them, but it's all the same story.
Yeah.
It's all an entity that's not from here, that's coming through, and David Icke thinks it's from the frequency. It's not physical. It's like coming from another dimension, coming in through like the Watiko mind, where it changes your whole mindset. It gives you that reptilian, cold-minded, cold-hearted, evil, fucking whatever they are. They're not human. I can't see. Look at Biden. Look at his eyes.
Fucking hell, yeah. Jesus.
He's not a fucking. What's that? What is that?
Oh man, where do you start with these
fucking hell
entities? They're so evil as well. I mean, fucking hell, the Clintons. Where do you start with the Clintons? For how many years have they been fucking people over?
The Clintons. Remember back in, was it 20? It might have been 2016 or something. The Clintons were they were the Bill Clinton organization. What do you call it?
Yeah, the foundation.
The foundation. Yeah. They were buying in drugs for HIV and AIDS, send them over to Africa. But what did they do? They went for the cheaper alternative. It cost them 50 cents per tablet or something. The other one cost maybe $4 a tablet. But they went for the cheaper one, which was done nothing. Didn't help nobody. It actually killed people.
For fuck's sake.
So they were caught at that. Bill Clinton was caught protecting a child trafficker. There was a child trafficker. She was caught trafficking children over in another country. Bill Clinton was president.
Right. Yeah.
He went over and
she
shipped her back.
Yeah.
Do you know what she got a job doing after that?
No, I didn't see it.
Bill Clinton got her job working with children.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Children, like a big executive. An executive in a children's some kind of organization, and she traffics them. So put her right back, and then she can send them from there as well. Just it's all just a revolving door, just evil.
Yeah. You could, I mean, it's so fucking grim. Honestly, you could not make it up. A lot of people, they will never comprehend how bad it is. Not that I can, but at least we can get a grasp of how bad it is because we know. Hence why a lot of us are genuinely concerned and worried. If someone genuinely looks into what's happening in the world, surely to fuck they're gonna realize that shit's not good.
No.
And if they haven't looked into it, then they'll just blissfully carry on as a
But
sheep,
you
I
have to
guess.
remember, people are going to perish before they actually act, because we're acting at the minute. We're trying to prepare ourselves. We've got all sorts of things done. Even getting candles for the electric for Polygon.
Yeah,
They're gonna
black
done their
out.
simulation a month ago. They're gonna knock the grid off, right? So if they knock the electric off, how are you gonna eat? How are you gonna light? How are you gonna keep warm? I got one of them gas fires. I've got gas stoves to cook. I've got all the food from last April. I started from the year 2020, April. I started gathering up the food because it's going to go sky high, the prices.
Yeah. Possibly even rationing. That could come about.
Anything that you think.
I guess it's like people have said before, it probably is going to end up like the Hunger Games society.
Yeah, it's already starting, man. Watch. I would say by over Christmas, there's going to be a big problem. I think they might, if the genocide starts becoming obvious around Christmas, they might knock the grid off, because that means all electric, all heating, all anything. People dropping at home. People can't get any help. They have no phones. They have no way to get to the hospital. They could do it all at one time.
Yeah. And we'd be fucked then. We'd all be on our knees, basically.
Maximum effect. But we've already been planning this, so go and get a bit of land here. If you have to steal it, if you have to go and get an abandoned house and go and fucking squat it, whatever it takes.
Yeah. Well,
survival.
the way it's going with the depopulation agenda, they might not even have to fucking steal it. It'll be left lying anyway.
Exactly. Yep.
So,
but you'll have to weather a storm first, which is
that's
a
it.
lack of food.
Yeah.
And you can go and you can eat dandelions and nettles, and you can fish. You can go fishing, but you need to be prepared. You need to be prepared to live in a tent for a while, or live in a caravan, or whatever you can get your hands on. Go and get finance. Here's a good one for people. Go to the credit union and get 10 grand. The credit union won't be looking for you after all this kicks off.
Yeah.
Get your 10 grand now. Get yourself some stuff.
I see the banks are basically throwing money as well at anyone or any business who wants to be carbon neutral or fucking energy efficient. They're ready to throw money at anyone. Just fucking take the money. Fucking take the money.
Put everybody in debt. The prices of did you see the price? The interest rates went down and all. They're looking for people. They were throwing houses at people all last year, because whenever the Great Reset comes in, and they offer you, listen, we'll take all your debt away. You don't need to worry. You haven't got a job. All the prices, the inflation's went up. What are you going to do? You're going to have to rent this. You have to give the ownership over to us.
Yeah.
That's why they're doing it.
Yeah.
So people are cornered to go, okay, I'll sign it over. But can I rent it? You can rent it, yeah. But you need your vaccine to get your money.
Fuck's sake, yeah.
They're bringing in universal basic income this September in Ireland.
Yeah, they're on about that in Scotland. They've actually been mentioning that for years now in Scotland.
How much are they giving you?
I'm not sure how much it is. A basic income they're on about.
Well, over in Ireland, they're halving
it. They trialed it somewhere.
They're halving it over here.
Is it going to be halved?
People in Dublin were getting €206 per week, right? And that's going to go to 106.
Fuck's sake. And that's
so
on top of your wages.
Is the dearest country in the world, one of the big, most expensive parts of the Ireland in the world, is and the whole world, Dublin. And if you have €200, cut to €100, you're fucked.
Yeah, you're going to feel it.
Yep. Because the prices. Money's not worth anything when the prices are way up.
Yeah. Yeah, I have noticed it's the prices are going up here in Scotland in the shop. I haven't really noticed any empty shelves, but I have seen a lot of reports of it. What's it been like with you in terms of empty shelves?
I've noticed it in Lidl. I've noticed it. I've noticed it in it's the crisp section in some shops here. The crisps, there's very little crisps. There's a lot of, you see, they're doing it totalitarian tiptoe.
Yeah,
Small bits at a time.
side widening, and yeah, gradually.
You only see when you look. You need to look for it.
Yeah,
You need to watch and look around you. What's going on? And I even ask shopkeepers, "How's the stock?" And they always say, "Oh, great," but it's not. I'm looking at it. I can see there's less.
Yeah, they're not going to say it's bad, are they? You won't be back.
And what they'll
Yeah,
do,
it's
I'll
fine,
tell
it's
you what
fine.
they're doing. Sorry,
Yeah,
I'll tell you what they're doing. You watch for this. They have, if they don't have certain products, they fill the gaps with the same of another product. I've noticed that. Watch for that.
yeah.
Where
I
did
think
all
I might
the
have seen
noodles
that.
go, or where did all the? Oh, they used to be in that corner, but they're not there anymore because there's beans right along there the whole way down.
Yeah, that's a good shout, actually. I think I have actually seen that, but not really fucking joined it. I've seen it. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
and that's
you're
it,
right.
man. And I think this is going to be up at Christmas time. Have a happy New Year, it'll be.
Yeah. One big blowout. I've seen the
Unbelievable.
year 2025 getting mentioned fucking quite a lot.
Yep,
So
well, the World Bank. It's on the World Bank's website. COVID will be over in 2025. They can tell the future. They're fortune tellers. And they're looking,
funny
going,
that,
the virus will go away by 2025, and so will all the people.
yeah, the way it's going.
Yep.
And you put a link in for your book? I'll put it in the comments after it as well when it goes up. But
Yeah,
thanks very much.
if anybody's going to buy a book, it's you go on to the family and friends section on what do you call that thing I'm on? PayPal, family and friends, and then write your name, address, and postcode in the box below and send it to me, and then we'll post it on then.
Okie doke, because it sounds like a great book. You touched on it with me before, but do you want to give it a wee shout out just now?
I'll explain before I go. I've sold maybe 1,000 in Ireland.
Fucking hell, that's good.
And a few around Europe. But I haven't. I keep getting I can't get it on Amazon or anywhere. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on any social media really, except WhatsApp. And people on WhatsApp are all people that I know that have bought it anyway, that I've got. So it's kind of it will get big whenever people want information. But it's got all the peer-reviewed studies on masks, devastating peer-reviewed studies from top epidemiologists, virologists all around the world. And what it does to children will shock everybody. Children wearing it 7 hours of school are going to form dementia within 10 years because the lack of oxygen to the brain kills brain cells, which can't replicate, which can't grow back. So they're going to lose their memory and they're going to get dementia, a lot of dementia. There's all them peer-reviewed studies. There's loads of them. There's links. There's a bibliography where you can go and find stuff. There's freedom of information on the virus being isolated from 10 different countries. Ireland, England, Scotland, Australia, America, Canada, Wales, and a couple more. We have all that, and every single one. Oh, we can't get the information. Sorry. Pass the buck. Nobody can get the information. It hasn't been isolated. We have other freedom of informations on, what was the other ones for? There was ones for the, I'm getting confused. Now we have more.
The PCR test, maybe.
I have a load of stuff on PCR in there. I have a load of scientific stuff in there which proves that it's bullshit. I put on the links as well for where people can find the actual inventor talking about the test and other scientists. Other scientists that know and show you on the video that it's fake. There's the other freedom of information. I'm getting annoyed now. I can't remember it. It's a good one as well. I'm going to go and get it to show you.
Okay, great. Kieran's away to get some info. So fantastic. It's been great. I love having a guest on. It saves me from continuously yapping. And like I said before, I always enjoy chatting with Kieran. It's great. I used to always look forward to a phone call from Kieran. He speaks a lot of sense, a lot of truth, and that's what we all need, and that's what we all like. This is why we're here. We're all in the same boat, and Kieran's book sounds great. A lot of fucking good information to put out to people, family, and maybe people that are on the fence. Get it out to them as well. Here's Kieran now, I think.
That's the book here.
Well, there it goes. Yeah.
And I'm trying to get these the freedom of informations. This is all the adverse effects from the vaccines. They're all separated. Blood disorders, facial paralysis, nervous system disorders, strokes. This is from probably June or something, and it's devastating. You'll see how many heart attacks. It's through the roof. And that was only early on, so they're actually going up and up and up as you go along with a second jab. Trying to get to the freedom of information. I've got all this stuff here, the crimes that Big Pharma were involved in. Pfizer, AstraZeneca, Moderna. Yeah. They've been fined billions, and it's all in there for mislabeling products, for death, for killing people, for telling them lies. All this, it's everywhere, and it's as close as a few years back.
Fuck's sake!
So it's constant. I have a lot on there about the World Health Organization. Trudeau, he has actually been in court for crimes against humanity and genocide. He was involved in Ebola along with Bill Gates. And they murdered all them people. They paralyzed 500,000 children. And the World Health Organization last week admitted that the medication they were given for Ebola caused Ebola.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I seen that. It's fucking, you couldn't make it up, honestly.
I have all these graphs as well. These are graphs showing you that we weren't in a pandemic. And they're also showing you where after the vaccination was introduced, you can see them going way up. All the death rates going way up and all the cases going way up dramatically. And then here, see this one. This that's Ireland, and it shows you the past from 2015 to 2020. 3 of the previous years had more deaths than 2020.
Fuck's sake.
It's amazing. Bed occupancy, the hospitals, they've went away down, and the beds from 2005, they went down about 60%, the bed capacity. So whenever they fill up, they tell you the beds are full. All the COVID patients are in bed. The beds they're full up. No. They haven't got enough. They haven't got enough for the normal population, never mind COVID.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it.
It sounds great. It really does. There's a few people.
Information there.
Oh yeah. Fantastic.
And, a lot of about half of it's my own writing about my life and what woke me up to what happened, and then there's a lot of it then to do with their freedom of information. Cycle amplifications of the PCR test.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
45 cycles in children's hospitals. Some there's one of them with 50 cycles in a children's hospital because they know children do not have as much genetic material from viruses, from flus and colds than us because they're so young. So they need to up it, you know, so they can see something and then just let on that they got the virus.
Yeah.
So that's it mainly there. There's loads in it, but, you know,
It sounds great, and I'll put the link you put in. If you send me the link on WhatsApp, I'll put it in the description as well, and then
No
people will get
problem.
it. A lot of people have been asking as well, but I did see in terms of the PCR test, they're fucking putting vaccinated through less cycles and the unvaccinated through a fucking high cycle. So they can then
Yeah.
say, well, the unvaccinated have got it, the vaccinated haven't. But of course, it's
From January, February, they lowered the amplification to 25 cycles
yeah,
because they needed to prove the vaccine works.
yeah, that's
So
right.
when
Yeah,
there's no cases, the vaccine's
yeah.
doing brilliant. Yo,
Mhm.
you know, or with that stupid people. You know,
Fuck
I
yeah.
you know, as long as you know how the test works, you know how
Mhm.
they can manipulate it very, very easily.
Yep, yep.
So
Spot on.
liars.
Yeah, yeah, I could not agree more, Kieran. It's been great. Everyone's loved it. A few new people that haven't seen you or heard of you tonight, and they're delighted. So they've got someone else that they can listen to as well, which is great. And yeah, it's been fantastic.
Keep an
Uh,
eye. We're going to be going for the politicians soon, and you're going to see a lot of people at their doors with letters of liability. So we're going to do that public, and we're going to have
yeah,
as many people. We're joining up with a big clan from Omagh, County Tyrone, and
right.
then we're going to have maybe over 100 people going to the offices and the schools and the people's doors. Fuck them. Let's go.
Fucking that sounds great. I like to. I'll look forward to seeing what the situation is there. Hopefully,
Yep.
we can do the same in Scotland, and I can go up to fucking St. Nicola's door and give her a chop and tell her time's up, right?
You're on the right side of history, William. You're
Yeah,
all on the right side of history. Do not regret anything you do because at the end you're going to be happy and glad you done it
yeah,
because the truth comes out in the end and evil always loses. Truth comes out first. We will
yeah.
win. There's no doubt about it. 2023, by the end of 2023, it's over.
Yep, yep. I've got hope as well. And hey, we're still here. We're still fighting, so we're not done yet.
Yeah.
That is for sure. Thanks very much for coming on, Kieran. That was great. I loved it. I actually could have went probably another 4 hours, but uh, I'll need to let my wife get to her bed as well.
Right.
I'm keeping her up, and I don't want to keep you up too late either. But next week I'm going to try and see if I can get Mark on. But if I can't get Mark, if you're about, I might take you back on for a quick chat and just an update, basically.
Yeah, let me know, buddy, if you want. I can talk to Mark Windows if you want.
Yeah, yeah. I spoke to him today, but I think he was busy tonight, so maybe a Monday's not great for him.
What
But
about Max Egan?
yeah, I think the majority of people here are big fans of Mark's, to be honest. So
I've asked him before and he said yes for your
yeah,
show.
if
So
if you want to send him this show and it'll give him an idea of what it's about, then if he wants to get in touch, you can get in touch, and I could have him on, but I'd imagine he's quite busy. To be fair,
well, all you have to do is ask him. He will do it.
yeah,
He's a patriot. He wants to help. So doesn't
yeah,
matter if it's a 10-year-old wants him on, he'll do it. Doesn't
yeah,
matter what
great.
your show is. He'll talk to anybody.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That
No,
would
he
be
talked to
great.
me, fuck me, cursing and blinding all the time.
Fantastic. That's ace, Kieran. Thanks very much.
Hey, God
Uh,
bless, boy.
good man. Take care. We'll catch up
Ladies, God
again.
bless as well.
Thank you. See you later, bud. That was Kieran. Fantastic. Kieran Boyle and our first guest on Monday Mayhem. We're nearly in Tuesday now. We've went that long. I really can't recommend Kieran enough. And I'm quickly put his bit shoot in the chat again. I've got it here on my phone. We have went a bit longer tonight, but I was late. So I better tell my wife that I'm just wrapping up. She'll be wondering what's going on. Then I'll pop Kieran's channel in the chat. Bloody hell, it would help if I could spell, right? Thanks very much to everyone for watching and hanging in there. We got there in the end, did we? I think everyone pretty much enjoyed the chat that we had with our brother Kieran. I love Kieran. I love the chats that we have. And if we could get Mark, I think Mark's different time zones. Hopefully you can still hear me. I think Mark is a different time zone, but we may be able to fit him in. You'll love Mark, similar to Kieran. You'll fucking love what Mark has to say. And like Kieran, he's got a lot to offer in terms of advice and other stuff as well. A lot to share. A genuine guy. So it was great having Kieran on, and I'm delighted that he was the first guy that we had on because I love him to bits. And Mark would be fantastic if we could get Marks on. That would be great as well. I know Marks is very busy with different. I think he's like a wanted man, basically. So everyone wants to interview Marks, and yeah, Marks is quite a big name in the, I guess, what people would call the truth community. So maybe we can get him on as well if we can get times worked out, because obviously he'll be down under, and maybe Marks can share a few things with us. So that would be great as well. But it was fantastic having Kieran. I really can't thank him enough for that. Lots of great stuff to get into, and it sounds like they're doing a lot there in Ireland, getting movements together on about going to fucking people's doors. This is what we need. This is what we need. People to take action. Now, I'm not saying right away you go out and cut off someone's head. Not quite like that. But we need to make sure that these people know that we ain't going away. We're not giving up, and we're fed up with the lies, the tyranny. It has to end. It must end. These politicians, they need to step down. The system that we're in, it needs to be taken down. Now, with that said, we might have to take 2 steps back, but it'll be 2 steps back in the right direction, because the only way from there is going to be forward. And we might come to a pivotal point at some point when the military gets involved, and we might get a chance then. And hopefully a lot of the military and government personnel even do the right thing and join the right side. And like Kieran said, on the right side of fucking history, the right side of humanity. That's what we need. Hopefully that's what we will see. Right? But it sounds great. That's given me hope to hear that our brothers and sisters in Ireland are taking it up a gear. Fantastic. I'm delighted with that. We will get Kieran on again. Definitely. For another catch up and interview. If you missed it, you'll have to watch it back. We've went nearly 4 hours. Would you believe that? Unreal. I can't believe how quick it's went. I haven't had time to do as much as I thought I would. But there you go. Many thanks to everyone who's in the chat tonight. I'll quickly give a few shout outs and then I'll hit the sack, right? Otherwise my wife will be divorcing me. I'll be out on my own. I'll be joining Kieran in his caravanette, in his boat maybe. Maybe then I can sail to Australia and check it out. But thank you, Justine, for joining tonight. And James. And it was good to see you as well, Justine. And James, actually, on Last Days of Noah. That was great. A great live stream as well. Not as good as mine and Kieran's, right? But it was still good. MCG, great stuff. Kari, where are we? I've lost. I'm lost again. Ask William to get Johnny, is it Joni? Joanne, maybe? Joanne Rotten. I'm not sure who that is. But yeah, if anyone's got any... yeah, keep the wife happy. That would be a good idea. any recommendations about people to bring on that we might like. Everyone that, well, that everyone might find useful, and share information that we need to hear, then let me know and I'll fucking hit them up and we'll see if we can get them on. But yeah, we're almost into Tuesday now. We'll be live and not complying on Spreaker before I'm finished this. Of course, we'll be on Spreaker tomorrow night, and it will be mainly the job. All about the job, really. So, I don't know. We should have maybe done this on Spreaker. But hey, I refuse to beat about the bush. I don't think we'll get a strike tonight. It would only be my second, so we would still be here. But the clock is ticking for this channel. It's only a matter of time now and it'll be gone the way it's heading. But yeah, thanks Carrie as well, and AKA, and James, Malcolm, and Justine, like I said. Have I missed anyone? Jacqueline, great to have you. You liked Kieran, fantastic. I had a good feeling that a lot of you would like Kieran. I've got a lot of time for him, a genuine man with genuine concerns. They're hard to, they're hard to come by today. Let's face it. You, William, you and Kieran was awesome. Thank you, AKA. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy chatting with Kieran. That was great. Thank you, Justine. That was better than I previously thought. James, I like it. Good stuff. I like what you done there. Thanks to Kieran. Yeah, MCG. And Gainer, great to have you. Hit me up anytime, Gainer. Even if it's late at night and you're feeling low, fear not, give me a shout and we'll get a catch up. AKA Justin, Jacqueline, JP, great show. Thanks very much, brother. I missed you tonight. Apologies if I missed anyone else tonight. I probably did, but thank you very much, JP. Glad you enjoyed it. Carrie, JP, Justin, Gavin, thanks very much for joining. Burn it down. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I agree. Fucking good idea. Marts, is it? Thanks very much, brother, for jumping in. Sorry for missing you in the comments. I get confused when there's too much going on. Listening to Kieran, engrossed, I guess. JP, yeah, I did see your comment. I never even noticed it was you. I was trying to read and listen, which can be hard for me, trust me. But it was fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And if I did miss anyone, I do apologise. And Bandy Boo as well. I know Bandy Boo was in the house. There's that many comments I missed. Heaps. But thanks very much again. I'll be on Spreaker tomorrow night, live and not complying. From about 9 p.m, I'll put an advert up for it and we'll get straight into the Wonder Jab. Big time, right? No holding back, of course. We're free on Spreaker to say what needs to be said. I will try and link in Kieran's book as well in the description. Ball Boy as well. Thanks very much. And like I said, I apologise if I missed anyone. I do try my best, right? We've got to try, like I said. But yeah, I will be back again tomorrow with live and not complying on Spreaker. So feel free to check it out. I'll put a link to my Spreaker in the chat as well. Not the chat, the description, and a link to Kieran's book and I think his Telegram. Although I'm not sure if he's got one anymore. I'll find out and put it in anyway. Yeah, thanks very much to anyone. And never give up. Like I said, dig deep. The warrior is in there. It is there. You will find it. Just get through today. Tomorrow's a new one. We start again, right? And we fight another day. And always remember, do not comply. Okay? And that is about it. Bye-bye. And now, before I go, actually, massive thank you to Kieran, our guest. This show, Monday, Mayhem, it will be every Monday until I'm deleted here, basically. depending on how well it does, we might move it on to Spreaker as well. If I get deleted, time will tell, I guess. So yeah, thanks very much to Kieran and of course everyone who joined. Much appreciated. And this time, that is about it. Bye-bye.